Do you need new skins?
Ready.
Register at CSGO fast and make your teammate jealous. Boost your inventory in a few clicks. Enter promo code and get bonus. Link in video description.
Go, go, go. Nice shot.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ESL Pro League Season 18. Yes, 18 na tayo. It's me, just Suave, kasama mo si El, and this is going to be the second series of the night between Fnatic and Apeks. Of course, expecting Fnatic here to probably win over Apeks, but of course, wala pa tayo masyadong data kay Apeks, so I think it's going to depend a little bit more on the map ban, no, El?
Yeah, I think pretty much so. Pero looking at the history, seems like Fnatic, they went up against FaZe nga, di ba? So they got a map off. Apeks, on the other hand, they faced Navi. Didn't get anything off. So still, that's a 0-2. Pero looking at the maps right now, it's going to be the first map, Vertigo, picked by Fnatic, of course. Apeks going to be picking Inferno for the second one. And we're going to have Ancient. So, pretty spicy maps coming right at us. Pero, I think with all said and done here on the Vito, it speaks pretty good for the side of Fnatic. Inferno, not really. Pero, they've played it. They're used to it. But, so far, in terms of how the whole Vito is going, Fnatic seems to have the upper hand here.
Yeah. Of course, whoever picked whichever map, no, syempre may hometown advantage, so to speak tayo, on there, specifically Fnatic on Vertigo and Apeks on Inferno. But when it comes down to Ancient, if it gets that far, no, well, it's actually skewed in the direction of Fnatic. Pero yun nga, no, the one main difference though between these two teams is Fnatic and Apeks, they are a few levels away from each other, no, so to speak. Fnatic being in an upper tier above Apeks, and now it begs the question of whether or not they have the same quality of competition, no? Kasi, of course, yun nga, this is the data we have over the last 3 months, but di natin alam specifically, no? Kasi mali ba natin kung same at par yung mga kalaban ni Fnatic sa mga kalaban ni Apeks, no?
Yeah, two top teams versus these two teams, they face off against top teams nga, diba? Pero the rankings, don't let it fool you guys. So, world rank 15, 14, not really. Fnatic is in form, much better, and Apeks has to catch up to that form if they want to actually give a fight. But so far, in terms of how they were performing in the past few maps or past few games against their enemies or their opponents, mas okay si Fnatic because Apeks, a bit of fumbles here and there, no? So, hindi natin talaga masasabi, especially against Navi. Hindi talaga nila binigay yung fight na kaya nilang ibigay. They got 2-0 on Imperial, sure. Pero, still, the quality of opponents that Fnatic had was much better than Apeks. So, dito natin malaman kung kaya ba nilang makuha tong win. Siyempre, as an underdog against Fnatic.
Yan nga, no. Underdog si Apeks for today, but of course, the longer this tournament drags on, the less division we have between the teams that are actually going to be competing. Kasi whoever loses from the upper brackets come down, and yung mga tier 1, tier 1.5 teams end up having to play against tier 2, which of course, potential for some upsets here and there, specifically main comparison, no, back in Paris we had Gamer Legion who was able to drop so many top 10 teams before making it all the way to the finals. But ito na tayo, we're gonna be starting it off on Vertigo, ladies and gentlemen. We have, of course, Apeks here on CT, Fnatic on the T side. Wherein Fnatic, at least in terms of the data, sila yung mas favored dito.
Exactly. Try to rush towards or slowly walk towards this A side of the map. Now holding the angle. T side Fnatic's actually pretty good on this map. And they know how to just get into the mines. Now, not much resistance here coming onto the A side, so they're just trying. Oh, they're actually gonna go
What?
down. And Kakalito just gets
Oh,
one
no.
traded by Mezzi. And now,
Yeah.
let's see if the timing can work out for Dexter, but just a bit too late. Medyo nahuli lang siya ng isang hininga doon. Now, JK, kailangan niya makahanap dito ng information on where they're trying to go. So, Fnatic, back up the ramp they go.
Yeah, medyo makalat yun. That's not actually a good start for Fnatic. Nobody actually making any moves on the flank or on the lurk, no, which of course gave away Crims. Not gonna be a good start for him, but at the very least, no, they do have the utility to get knocked out of position as they're gonna be going in. Bomb also gonna be going down now. Now it's a question of whether or not they can hold on to the backside kasi nandiyan na nga si J. Kim. Coming in from
Mezzi?
behind. Mezzi missing the shots behind the sandbags and he falls as well. Ganun lang kabilis. Fnatic might have gotten the bomb down, but it's not gonna be enough to get the first round here.
Yeah, started off with Messi having not a very good shot. Messi shot, as to speak. So, but look at this one from Kakanito though. Caught him falling down. Ganda lang ng huli dito ng Apeks. And the rest just went into their faces. And that seems like a perfect start here for Apeks. All that they could ask for. Nice lupa. I don't know what that actually meant.
I
Pero
don't either
think they're
do
very,
I.
very happy. But yeah, goes to the second round. They're forcing, which is kind of an idea that they want to do. They have something up the sleeve here, Josh.
Oh, they should. I mean, every time that Fnatic comes up with a force buy, specifically on the T side, it usually does work out for the better. If not being a full-on round to convert, they'll at least do some damage sa economy ng kalaban nila. Pero ito si Crims already aware that somebody might be pushing up on B, learning from the mistakes in round 1. Tamang bantay lang dyan, hawak niya yung Tech 9 as the rest of Fnatic are gonna be slowly moving up towards ramp. Now, lack of attention from Apeks though. No one on the short side as they have been, well, they've been given all this real estate for free. Pero ang ganda ng angle ni Kakanito, sprays down onto one knock, and Kaisan already there for the follow-ups as well. Fnatic pretty much get destroyed on the way in, and they do not deal a single point of damage.
Yep. All that investment just for nothing. Kind of falling apart for them. So far, this Apeks squad not disappointing despite being the ones downplayed dito sa ating matchup. Of course, we know na Fnatic historically much better team, historically known for their players. Crims, one of them being the players to watch, or at least the players that were
Oh boy.
needing to be watching. But they can just find some aggression, gets a second one with Elbow Stico. Stico following it up on the action, gusto niya rin. And this eco round, done and dusted real quick. Goes up on the sandbag and gets the headshot. 3 quick rounds, really, for Apeks. They're just doubling down on this Fnatic squad. And now, even though this is their map pick, they seem to be a bit dumbfounded, checking the papers there, Crims, to find an answer. Cheat sheet might provide some solutions, especially the papers lying around now, Josh. Pero so far, everything's working out for Apeks.
Good start. And not a lot of eco lost on the way in to round number 3. Pero ito na nga, no, Fnatic finally have their guns up. So this is where we're gonna see whether or not they actually have control of the T side right now. Kakanito getting away with murder right past the smokes here on the back of a beautiful flash. But that also does give him down to 5 HP. It's gonna be a lot of presence made by Fnatic all across the map as Mezzi forced out of the spot here. Usage of the nade and the flash. Unfortunately for Mezzi, burns his J's. Now is 34 HP as the rest of the squad has to somehow find some kind of space across the map, no? Kasi for some reason, hirap na hirap sila dito. But Apeks, all this utility to slow down the push. Nate's gonna be caught out. Kita ni Messi yun. Stickle. Possibly gonna be peeking on through. Messi finds JKM's head. And unfortunately for Stico, he's not able to see who else is over there for that setup. Oh, flash out. Now gonna be there, Dexter. The entry, but also the IGL here at the moment. Somehow makes his way inside. Molly's up. He should be set for a push in. And now there goes down the bomb. So Afro on the other side as well. Now Apeks doesn't know. It's a two-pronged approach from both CT spawn as well as the site itself. Now, Nock and Kaisen, I don't know how they're gonna come back from this, but hopefully deal some economic damage on the way out if they do want to.
Exactly. I mean, save is the only option here for Apeks at the moment. But what guns that they have, they can actually try to go for, damage. Kaya-kaya naman talaga nila. It's actually helping them for their cause kasi they themselves are pretty well off. They can still pull off a buy. They can still pull off something. Loss bonus is pretty bad, sure. Pero at least kaya nila pumalag. Pero Messi, that shot was so nasty. Dexter is following with it up as well. And this catch out from Afro, cherry on top of the cake that Fnatic got for the first round. And here comes the up from Nock. We know that that Nock is a pretty good upper, but he was no match against Simple when they faced off. But let's see. So far, no ups.
That's a hard ass.
Fnatic. Yeah, it's actually a hard ass. But so far, no ups. And Kixan given a free body on the table. Spams coming through, but Kixan's alive. 30 HP and still fighting through the spams. Dexter just needs to find the proper spot. Molly will come through. Mukhang utility trades here, not really necessary, but has been forced by Apeks, and they threw another one just for good measure. They're aware that they know that Fnatic likes to push through that smoke, and they're pushing the utility out.
A little bit awkward there, no, para sa kanila. Messi got a little bit too spicy, walked right into Mr. Kaisen in an attempt to get in. I like this lineup coming in from Afro. This should be a setup for Fnatic to make their way onto A. It's gonna depend on whether or not they have the timing. Flashes out and the smokes as well, so they can make their way onto the ramp. Akanito in response, trying to hold onto the angle as Dexter and the rest of the gang are gonna be right there. Frag out. Got some flash to set them up for a good entry, but this is such a beautiful angle. Anti-flash turns away. Grim somehow there for an immediate trade. Oh, and they find JKM on the way in. Somehow, the site is almost completely clear, but they can't get the bomb down just yet because Apeks is already rotated over. 3v3 na ngayon with the bomb already gonna be planted by Mr. Crims as well, as the smoke has yet to dissipate. Kaisen finds Crims on the way out. He's gonna fall at the hands of Afro, who gets two. It's gonna be knocked now. And 1v2 with the AWP in hand does not connect. It's not gonna be enough to kill Roy, but he does find Afro down to a 1v1. 21 HP. Roy, what do you do? No utility, no space, don't know where to go, but it looks like he's gonna be going the long way around. Nock is trying to bait it out, and he does have a sense that he might be right here. Roy, he's gonna show his face any second now, and he's gonna fall to Nock's hands.
Cool, calm, and collected, just the way they like it. And quite an unfortunate situation for Fnatic right now. They got the plant down, but the way they got there was not really good. Especially with Messi giving that one for free. They really had to work for this A site. Afro just pulling two out of nowhere, but no. They do the op, switches to the rifle just for good measure there. And you can see Krim's face. Not happy whatsoever. And coach has to really put a timeout. Maybe they should put Mini there.
Maybe they should put Mini there. the other Fnatic coach. The Fnatic coach that actually gets a title.
Yes.
Oh no.
They probably need a better coach. But so far, good showing from Apeks, not gonna lie. And they put Fnatic enough pressure to use their first time out, no?
Yeah. Good enough though. With over the first 5 rounds, at least they did get one. Although at this point, though, medyo unwritten rule or unspoken rule now. When you get to round 5 and you haven't scored at least 2 rounds, then you're probably gonna get a timeout here. Now, smoke's gonna be out as Messi trying to collect information on the way in. Two-pronged approach from Fnatic once more. Sandbag's gonna be cleared out with
no.
the nade and the molly as well. Knock on the way out somehow finds Roy. But kabilang side across the map, Stico. Still aware what's to come. Crims will find him on the way in. JKM, they know he's there. Gonna be throwing all this utility in his face right now. He finds Dexter. Crims coming in with
Crims.
2 and a third as well, just behind the refrigerator. It's gonna be Kaisan all alone in a 1v3. Bomb's gonna go down, but he's way too far away.
Yeah, Crims pulls something out of nothing there. Actually, pretty good hold from Noka. He actually got mollied, almost half his health, gets a nade to his face as well. It just finds Roy. So, I think that was a pretty good enough hold. Problem was Apeks just a bit the bait a bit too hard, and Crims was there to punish. So the man, ball shiny held as it is, gets a 3k for his troubles and gets Fnatic the second round. So I think the timeout kind of worked, and I think Kixan not whatsoever near that AWP, can't save it, and you can see the sun on his forehead. The way he blinded those enemies with his frags. Good round from Fnatic.
Poor guy, but at least now Fnatic seem to have gained some momentum on the way in, because they have been denied by Apeks for a fair amount of time so far. The question is whether or not Apeks can hold on to this lead for much longer, because we know that when Fnatic starts, it's hard for them to stop. And just like that, in response, Apeks gets a timeout.
Yeah, they don't want the momentum to be thrown away, right? I mean, sakto lang.
Yeah. Of course,
Parang-
CS is a game of resource management. One of those resources is timeouts. Don't be like, sino nga ba yung kinas namin ni Sneaky nung isang araw? At the end of the game, they still had 2 timeouts. For some reason,
game.
they lost. They lost bad. In the last map. Ooh.
I think the man thought he was playing another game.
Oh,
Only had 2 timeouts. If you know, you know, Josh. But yeah.
The other
Back to
bang
the
bang.
The other bang bang, man. Not to the game though. Fnatic has an obsession with scaffold, you know. So they really want to force at least an entryway up the ramp through scaffold. So talagang pinipressure nila yung area na yun. Good thing though, Kixan is willing to at least take some chip damage almost all of his life, just given to hold that space, but they give it anyway. So kind of a question mark as to why they're gonna be holding out that space anyway. So they give it all up. They rotate all the way back. There's 3 stacked here on the A side, ready to meet this blunt first approach. The boost will find something. Canito kicks and gets 1. Canito gets 2. And now, friends, can you pull off something? Old man gets 1. Shut down by Kakanito himself. Pulled a triple for himself as well. So
Messi.
now, Messi spots the head. Containers holding it down for him, but ooh, nasty tap for J Kim. And a good read, good hold there. Give me a clap, buddy. That was a good round for Apeks.
With the deagle of all things, can you imagine? Apeks had pretty broken bye for that round, so Fnatic kind of fumbled the bag here, so to speak. Left at 5-2, and now somehow, instead of actually gaining some momentum for them, it's now slowed down once more. The boys in orange certainly not looking too effective at the moment, but the problem is, I don't know, they seem to have fixation on trying to get ramp and scaffold, and because of that, Apeks are able to read into that. try to answer back with some bullets here and there, which, you know, most of the time do some damage, if not get an entire kill here. Pero
Exactly.
mid, ganda ng pwesto, no? AWP gonna be holding it off as the smoke's gonna be brought out. Flashes as well. JK, there he goes. Back up right there because he knows that the AWP has his back. And in full value, full disclosure, Messi and Afro open it up onto the two members on the site right now. Bomb yet to go down, and there it is. It's gonna be Kakanito and Kixon. I don't know if they plan on pursuing this round, but with the amount of money and space they do still have, they will probably just leave it be.
I guess this is the problem now, no? For Apeks. Noticing how Fnatic gets the rounds when they get the post plant or when they get enough kills just to stop Apeks from trying whatsoever going for the save call. Apeks needs to deal with that. Apeks needs to at least, you know, damage Fnatic enough. Oh.
Oh
Kalma
boy.
ka lang, Lodi.
No!
Yan, napuruhan ka tuloy. He
This is
wanted the
why,
fight. He got one.
that's why you don't celebrate too early, man. He thought he was gonna get something for free. No, he gave himself away for free.
Exactly.
5-3
Going back.
for Fnatic and an awkward buy for Apeks now. Not looking good for them.
Yeah. They need to damage Fnatic enough so that they can at least go for the retake. Vertigo, a map where when you get the opening kills, it's really hard to take hold of the site because there's someone could be above you, someone could be below you. And it's just a matter of time when the rotations, or at least the hit from the rotations can come to your way. So kailangan lang talaga nating makahanap ng pick-offs, and just when I say that, no,
Boy.
Josh, a pick-off happened. Stick out to the head of Dexter.
He's so clean with that deagle, man. I don't even understand how. But now, they actually slowed down Fnatic to a crawl. 1 minute still on the clock. Flash set up from Nog to get Kakanito that kill. And now kicks out. Oh! Not with the shotgun right in his face. No ID, no entry. Mr. Roy, get out of here. Ito na nga, Messi. Grim's trying to find some kind of space over in ramp, trying to find value out of this fight with the shotgun. Right in Grim's face. He's gonna be falling as well. It's not gonna be enough once more. That shotgun. Perfect example of why you see that on on some guards, pare.
The man pulled the simple.
Good
Man
lord.
literally quite pulled the simple. And look at that shot. You know, Simple was playing with shotguns the past few days, no?
He
He's
has
trying-
been. It's the opposite of what he usually plays, and that's why it's so funny.
Exactly, and I think Apeks got some ideas from him. Used that on half buy. And I like the aggression, no? Kailangan mo lang talaga pigilan tong Fnatic from getting into the positions where they can execute. And exactly when they got the first pick from Seiko, Kakanito just went and asked for the flash, went and peeked, got the one, got traded, and the rest was history for the team. It's just clean up. Doon lang kailangan nila maglinis ng rounds. So the Fnatic, as much as they can, they get stopped right at the front door. So yeah, Apeks doing good right now.
Yeah, they're so good because Fnatic aren't counting on the level of proactivity that Apeks has. In fact, instead of waiting to move forward, they come in guns ablaze. Roy, not knowing what hit him, kicks and finds him on the way out. Smokes somehow
Smoke?
here. Afro, oh, he gets away scot-free. 5 HP strong right now as he takes down Roy in an attempt to get out for safety. He is safe at least for the next few seconds. Fnatic, however, not gonna be the most favorable position here. Flashes out. Kakanito falls at the hands of Afro, but Knock is already there for the trade. Like this double up as well by Apeks, putting just enough manpower on the site. Make sure that if anyone tries any funny business, they will fall at their hands. And now, B site being held down as Messi is aware that there is some presence over on this site. There's the Fnatic trying to struggle, find any kind of space that they can move into. Otherwise, they're going to be forced to take an unfavorable fight here. But it looks like they are about to be ready. Molly's out in the flashes too. There goes Grims. Opening it up, JK not gonna be seen behind that pillar before he gets taken down by Crims. Drop down into the first floor right now as the rest of Fnatic are trying to close in, create that space. Refrigerator now gonna be at the point of interest right now. The bomb gonna be going down. Mezzi, 21 HP and Crims on 84 as the rest of Apeks, they're running out of space, running out of time right now. You don't see Kitchen coming in from behind and he gets their heads one by one. It's gonna be 6 to 3 right now, and about to be 7 now for Apeks.
Exactly. I think, yun nga, what I was saying still keeps true. Hindi nila nagigets kung bakit pumapush ng ganito Apeks eh. So when Kixan got the first frag, Fnatic was just forced to actually get something out of nothing, and at least they made it through. At least they got the plant, pero it was really fought for, no? So
Yeah.
Apeks doing the right thing, just being very aggressive, backing off when they got the advantage, and just fighting Fnatic where it really hurts on their side hits. They're making it work. They're making them work for it. Just buy enough time para sa lurker, or just properly retake, do some damage, and just let Fnatic bleed.
Yeah, I like this though. Crims be holding on to the grill, the Ukai AK in his hands. Medyo weird nga to. I don't know why, but somehow Fnatic don't have their full rhythm here on Vertigo. It's usually one of their better maps, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Wherein there's something wrong about the positioning, the spacing of Fnatic right now. It's usually Crims on the late lurk as the rest of the team goes in. And in fact, I don't know if you noticed, but si Dexter yung nagiging unang entry for the team for some reason. Of course, another question mark of why it's going on. But what in the world? Mezzi finds Stiko's head through all that smoke, but Jake came coming up with 2 frags of his own. Gonna be left unscathed on the other side of the pillar as the rest of the team. The backup is there. It's gonna be 8 to 3 now. Apeks, the 2 fans of Apeks in the entirety of Europe, gonna be on that couch.
The
Feeling
only one that
good.
buys their merch, man. The only one that buys their merch. Very happy that's a good investment, because at this point, if you're Fnatic, this is not looking good. At least you're trying to go for maybe, sabihin na natin 9-6 is a good half, but at this point, it's not looking great, no? So the way they're approaching this one, they need to punish how Apeks is playing. Kailangan talaga nilang bigyan lang ng mama, kumbaga, ng mamang laro tong Apeks. Kasi a lot of these things Apeks is trying, they cannot get away with a better team. So just Fnatic needs to show that they're the better team and just punish these shenanigans that Apeks is doing, so that they can at least put some more rounds on the board. But no, just go for the flash play and just get the pick and just get out.
Oh
yes,
no!
Holding while you're at it. Kixan gonna get one more for his troubles through the wall even. And now back again where Fnatic struggles the most. Disadvantage rounds with them not even one step closer to the site. Ang hirap. Di sila makapasok.
Yeah. Apeks are getting away with murder at this point, no? So to speak, I think Fnatic are having a bad case of heroic itis, no? Or things
not the
just
form.
don't go well, man. It's not the usual form of Fnatic here. And of all teams to lose to, it could be Apeks, which is again very true to heroic. Somehow, it's like they're playing a heroic cosplay tonight. 9 and 3 already for Apeks. We still have 3 more rounds in the half, but those are gonna make so much more difference when we switch over.
Exactly. I mean, not complaining. This could possibly be a quick game. Not complaining at all. I like that. But
Yep. More nap time for us.
Fnatic, they do not like that. Back into the eco cycle we go. Yeah, 4 Tech 9s. Might try something and knock. Oh, he's known. He's being played here, Roy. Trying to be damaged as much as a knock is. But still. 5 standing. So Fnatic, what is your shenanigan? I I've seen who did weakest last game. I've seen one of the teams last time do this. M18 did this as well. As well as 9Z did this. They were up to something. So if you're gonna buy Vortex and a Deagle, you should do something. And sees the guy, Jiggle Pika. Oh, okay. This is a new approach.
What? In
And
the
it
blink of
works.
an eye. Blink of an eye, you lose
Works.
2 people. The Tech 9 in his face does not work out for him. Somehow they make it onto the side in a 4v3 in fact. Wherein yung dalawa, sobrang low, but it doesn't matter. They already have the bomb down. They have a lack of information for Apeks because now they don't know whether or not they want to move forward. Of course, they have to try. Stico. And we starting it off with a setup with the frag grenade. Sorry, smoke pala yun. Of course, now it's gonna be a lot harder for Fnatic to stop any kind of defuse coming in. Roy finding one, but no, they all get destroyed by JKM. Again, it's 10-3. Apeks reached double digits.
Yeah, this is looking from bad to worse, man. This is like some. This was the perfect round start, right? But then it just had to go worse for wear.
Yep.
And I don't know why Fnatic got the site, got the plant, and started playing far away when they had Tech 9s only. I mean, sure, they had like, a few rifles that could play from afar, pero hindi yun yung call eh. So ngayon, that was another round slipping away from them by their own mistakes, by their own calls. And now Afro has to pull out the op himself.
Another timeout.
And another timeout has been called. So yeah, if this doesn't work, honestly, Fnatic, I don't know what will.
Next round now gonna be coming up. Fnatic once more supplied to the brim, armed to the teeth to try and make a difference here. Try and at least make Apex's time on their own map pick harder. But they seem to have struggled completely. Somehow Roy finds one, but Knock on mid is able to find the IGL on one side. Equal numbers right now. Flash is gonna be coming out, and Kakanito, very well aware of the presence over here on ramps, is trying to establish his dominance. Not gonna be letting go of his territory anytime soon, but Afro slowly making his way up to help out his comrades who are in danger. And Smoke's gonna be down. Stico, perfect angle as well for the setup, because if Fnatic do that same arrangement as the last round, they can easily lose this. Basically sell it away, but now Mezzi gonna be the entry now that the IGL is dead. And he does find Stico. Not gonna be able to survive much longer, but the trades are coming in one after the other. 2v2 flashes out. Kakanito, aware of something that's gonna be going on the other side. Afro now with the AWP in hand, waiting for the right time to strike as the rest of Apeks is trying to find space across the map. Crims aware that there is danger coming in from the other side as well. It's gonna depend on who will blink first. It's a staring contest and want to see who has more metal, who has more balls now. But Afro
So the
sees
body?
him. He finds Kakanito. That's gonna be opening up the site for free. On the other side, well now, that ball, perfect execute coming in from Fnatic.
Yeah, as I said before the round, Josh, if that doesn't work, I don't know what will. Fortunately, it did. And now Fnatic still gets themselves possibly 10-5 to ang scoreline natin after they got this. Pero again, Apeks, they're playing this out very good. With metal. Napaka-dugo ng laban nila. Talagang kung gusto ng Fnatic manalo, dadaan nila mano a mano. Talagang pukpukan. Walang binibigay talaga dito na round ang Apeks. So, yeah.
God,
kung walang base
Dexter.
silang binibigay na round, that's the round to give. Dexter just IGL himself. Guys, I'm just gonna take this to my own hands. I'm gonna copy the style of one fellow Fnatic IGL Lino. But Kexan trades it out. This still is workable. They need to actually work this out. There's no choice. And the plant down, man advantage for Fnatic for the first time in a while. See how Apex works this one out.
Oh boy. Look at this, set up the smoke all there, as well as all this utility being thrown out. Slow down the push even more. Afro finds kicks and as he shows his ugly head across the smoke, but now not gonna be opening it up onto Dexter. It's gonna be a 2v3. Afro finds the enemy offer and they spray it down, finds his smell inside the smoke to take us to round number 16. Beautiful way to finish the half for Fnatic. And now it's gonna be the question of whether or not they can actually run it back, bring us to a tie.
This thing... it's quite crazy if you're a Fnatic fan, no? Because they pick this map. Sure, this might be the much more advantageous side, as Apex showed. But it's still Fnatic's map pick, no? They can show that there's a reason why they picked this map. And siguro the last few rounds of the first half was signs of life before they go into the second half. Maybe they have something cooked up, especially for it, and Apex just might falter. Pero still, with the lead, Apex is now in a position where they cannot mess this one up. And napakahirap nun, especially knowing that they're up against a team that's slowly ramping up.
Yeah. You know, the thing about it right now, the biggest problem is this score disparity moving into the second half. Because it's 10-5. Every mistake that Fnatic makes gives them another step closer to finishing off game number 1. I mean, it's only a race to 16 here. Meaning, only 6 rounds. Can you imagine? Think about it. If Fnatic don't get this first pistol, then Apex gets this, diba? 1 point already. They're gonna be on eco for 2 rounds after that initial fight. That brings us to 13 points for Apex. And then, it becomes unthinkable for Fnatic to make a single mistake. What in the world is this? The CT is traveling the world.
I think that's the T side. Usually it's the T side that travels the world, man. I mean, they're trying to find some place to, you know, do their T
From
things.
the FBI is on vacation, man. He wants to go to the Maldives or whatever.
Well, so far, if it's smooth sailing for that guy, it should be smooth sailing for Apex right now, stealing possibly the map pick of Fnatic. Pero Josh, malabo pa. It's still just the first half. Malaki yung lead, oo. It's good. Pero if I was Fnatic, I mean, the most mistakes I could commit would be the first half. And everything else in the second half should be T-perfect. Should be pretty much up to par. Up to showing. This is not the showing that they usually give. But if they wake up and they sure seem to be, I don't know, Dexter's entering while fragging while IGLing, it could work. And all of them, look at those papers at the table. I wish we had papers at the table and the other game, but nah.
No, we get cups.
we get the cups. I wish we can review our stuff after the first half.
Yes,
These cars are poorly made.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna fall all the way down there, because if you do, then skill issue.
Still issue indeed.
When's the wait, no, I remember there was one match wherein a player fell down to the first floor without any kind of provocation. He just made the wrong step. Sometime last week yata yun eh. Wala siya nagawa eh. He just walks off the freaking penthouse.
I mean, kung logi sila, kung di sila lamang, I mean, I understand this, why he made the decision. For us, we look at the reactions here. Dexter holding his heart here in his hand, fearing for his life and possibly his contract after this game. Not really sure what his future is, so yeah. All the head sways, all the finger holds on the hairs. You're gonna see them all in that reaction vid. Pero dito na nga tayo, Josh. Second half, and Fnatic better show us something. Because Apex, if they keep on winning their streak here on T side, they could just run away with the map.
Oh yeah. It's all gonna be potentially over, but now proactive push coming in from Fnatic. taking out full accountability of ramp right now. They somehow decide so early to completely let go of that section of the map. They want to gamble on a 5-man stack on one side. Unfortunately for them, he picked the wrong side because look at this, Steko already having made his way up past ramp, making his way towards sandbags as the rest of Apex are just closing in on their targets right now. Of course, now the molly's gonna be brought out. Dexter on the backside. Not gonna be able to see a single thing as Apex's full roster comes in full force to put that bomb down as well. But Afro finds Kakanito. Gonna make an attempt on another person's head. But he is gonna be taken down. Stiko already there to equalize the numbers, but still, he's gonna find one more for his troubles, and the third as well. He is a
He's just
mess.
running, man.
They don't know where he is, but now Messi turns the right way. It's not gonna be a 1v2. They're gonna wait for the right time to strike because the bomb is still counting down. JK takes down Messi. Is gonna fall down to the first floor.
And Apex, they just do their thing. I think it was Tico just running around the map. Getting two, almost forgetting to, yeah, thank you for the replay. Getting two, forgets to reload, and just almost throw it out. But JK, thank God the other player is worse than him. So that was a bit labored, so to speak, of a gunfight. Pero okay lang. Nakuha pa rin nila yung round. And now Fnatic, usually half buying. I mean, this dig of course is pretty good. But, Afro saw the head and just went for it. Now that's a man advantage I could dream for Fnatic. Dexter might want to follow that up with caution. Nah,
Oh boy.
the word does not belong to his vocabulary.
Yeah, it is not in his vocabulary. It is not been granted. His wish list is empty. Stiko slowly making his way forward as Afro is gonna be falling at the hands of Mr. Knock. And Crims on the other side somehow slows things down, but there's kills coming in left, right, and center for Apex. It's 12-5 now. Every round counts.
Wow. How many timeouts does Fnatic still have? 2? Maybe?
One, I think.
I think 1. So, man, that was a waste of timeouts because they're probably regretting that they used it earlier. Ngayon nila kailangan yon kasi 12-5 is not good. I mean, sure, workable pa rin. Pero, this is a guaranteed 13-5, Josh.
Oh yeah.
They only spent 2 flashes? And I don't know what their USPS is gonna do. Maybe deliver something. Wait, that's the wrong USP. That's UPS. But oh! Kakanito biting off more than he can chew. Gets to get 1. A lot of chip damage. Fnatic, this is the wrong call.
Way.
You do not go after the man who's trying to kill you. Because you can get killed yourself by another man. And that's exactly what happened.
Spicy.
They bit off more than they can chew, and they can't even chew anything. They don't have the teeth right now. Gums maybe yes, but Cherry on top, the nade gets the kill on Crims. Save his old balding head. End this match already, Apex, but Fnatic not gonna go down just like that. For sure. For sure. They get their bye, Josh. And let's see if they can actually go back. If they can run it back. Up goes on Afro.
I don't know about you, but I'm starting to doubt. But of course, we never know. This CSGO after all, but now Apex already gonna be setting up usual setup with the sky windows being broken down, of course. Now, question is whether or not they can find anything. Dexter will fall at the hands of JK. Apex taking full control of mid. But now they turn back, they double it down onto the other side of the map as Apex is trying to find the opening, trying to find the right angle. Unfortunately, Fnatic have already adjusted towards that. They know where it could possibly be. It's now going to be a really long game of chicken between these two teams because we do still have 1 minute and 12 left after this little mini feud. But now it's AKs and M4A1Ss on the other side. You guys are you guys have full full permission to try and find a way back into this game, man.
I mean, full permission, yes. Full utility, no. They spent their last remaining nade. A smoke and a flash remaining for the kit of Fnatic and one less person to do it. But Messi and Rowe still trying to find something. Possibly get the third, but no. Nox says
Oh,
no.
no.
You guys will still be the advantage. Be it the utility, be it the manpower. But Nox himself is very low. So kaya-kaya niya pang... Kaya-kaya pa to ng Fnatic. Pwede pa nila makuha yung run nito. Stico on the lurk.
Oh.
But Crim's just very much awake. Now they
This
know
is
where they're
why-
going.
That's why you always put Crimson on the lurk, because it always gets these beautiful timings out of there. You can see, but now Kakanito makes his way onto the side. Bomb's gonna go down, bringing us down
Astray.
to a 2v1. But Crims can definitely walk away with this if he's able to isolate these gunfights. Fully healthy, no utility to his name, so he might as well try and take this risk. Try and slow down the possibility of Apeks closing it in, but Nock doesn't even give him a chance. As soon as he rears his ugly head above the box, he gets taken down.
Apeks truly showing why they have that name. They are at the top right now, and Fnatic can't even reach it. And final timeout called here for Fnatic. This is desperate times, desperate measures. And can I just talk about how well the crew of Apeks is performing? I mean, J came 23 frags above. Kakanito as well, asking for the right flashes at the right time. Nock being the role player that he is with the up and with the clashes that he provided. Kexan and Stako doing their typical style of just running it down whenever possibly needed. So, not too shabby for Apeks working as a whole unit. And Fnatic, I mean, if Crims is doing all the work, you should just let the man retire. He's had enough.
Yeah, you can see it. Something you cannot return is his hairline, man. They're gonna be opening it up. Roy finds Sixon on the way in, but now JK already coming out for the red. She's out for blood now. Gonna miss the shot, but JK, oh, he falls as well. The trade's coming in one after the other. It's gonna be 2v3. Kakanito on the other side of the map. With a little bit of noise, so Messi might be aware that there is gonna be presence over here in mid. It's gonna depend on the timing. Whether or not Fnatic are going to be able to close in this space before Apeks takes up too much on this map. And now, the op already having made its way down through mid, the rest of the team Nock will have the angle on Afro, and Stiko somehow falls to Messi. Now it's going to be a 2v1, but there's still so much time. Apeks made themselves known, made themselves seen with the flashes and the nade being thrown out onto the site. They don't know where Messi is specifically held. But now, you have it all for free. 45 seconds still on the clock. They can wait for him to walk away. Little bit of a misread if you ask me, but Apeks is playing this really careful. They know that there's a possibility that Messi is still there. They had to make sure that it was a lot more clear than the first time we've seen it. Now Messi already going to be coming up from the flank. Did he go across the entire map? But Kakanito, he smells this. He knows what's going on. He knows that you're right there, and he takes him down. That is gonna be map point for Apeks.
Apeks just might have more fans right now if they win this one. So, not as what we expected, not as what Fnatic expected, but Apeks, I mean, chill. This is a form that if they want to continue this form, I mean, makakaabot talaga sila sa playoffs, and they could even take down some bigger names, you know. So, final rather regulation. Fnatic buying whatever they can, but not enough utility strapped for actually anything of a molly. They only have the smokes, and the Oj tries to find something, and he will on JK. At least that's something, no, Josh. They still have little utility, only one molly, and now trigger has to be pulled here for the side of Apeks. Needs to do something as they're trying to pull out all the stops here, but
Oh,
Nock is
boy.
just too smart for it. knows that some sneaky plays like that will happen and just tries to find the idea. Oh, almost falls. Taka nito safe. He's being chased down.
Oh, boy.
Crims!
No
Nang
way.
mamama. Si Kuya mo,
Barely
Calbs.
stays alive, man, on the other side with the FAMAS. But now they find the
Exactly.
timing. Stiko knows there's nobody here in mid, so he's gonna start throwing all this utility, garner the attention of whoever is waiting on the other side, the other team. But Stiko's made it so far at this point, it's gonna be dependent on what kind of response Fnatic has to this, and the response is Afro playing inside sandbags like a smoke criminal who will fall all the way down to the first floor. Hello there. But there it goes. Tico finds Mess. He is aware that Crims is there. He takes him down. Dexter falls, and that's gonna be real quick. Apeks 60-5 steal away Fnatic's map pick right under their noses.
Imagine that. A CS game that doesn't even last 50 minutes. It's been only 40 minutes, people. And Apeks already got the first map win. Stealing the map pick of Fnatic of all things, guys. So that's to speak something. I think the bettors are not happy.
Oh yeah.
if we were
you were it's better, you'd be happy. I think the odds earlier were like 3x.
Yeah, 3x. It's pretty big. So if you're an Apeks fan, one of the limited few in the double digits, and if you're an Apeks better, limited few in the single digits, possibly. Well, this is your blessing. Possibly it can continue to map number 2. Pero di natin lang sure kasi Fnatic, they're not want to go down that easily na, Josh.
No, they're not. Di sila basta-basta papayag dito. But of course, being beaten up on their own map pick is not a good way to start. So hopefully for them, they can find their marbles during our quick break. But yes, it's going to be one quick break for us before we go to map number 2. It's me, Suave, here with L. This is ESL Pro League Season 18 Filipino broadcast. Don't go away because, again, we do have a map 2.
Do you need new skins?
Ready.
Register at CSGO fast and make your teammate jealous. Boost your inventory in a few clicks. Enter promo code and get bonus. Link in video description.
Go, go, go. Nice shot.
And we're back, ladies and gents. It's me, just over here with Al, and welcome back to the official Filipino broadcast of ESL Pro League Season 18. Wherein we just finished seeing Fnatic get beaten to a pulp on their own map by Apeks of all teams. What in the world is going on?
I mean, come on. It's not beating to a pulp. It's only a 16-5. It's a humiliating defeat, of course. So, beat it to a pulp, not the word to describe it, Josh. Sadyang, sabihin natin Tagalog dinurog. Yun na lang siguro.
Yep.
Yung word. Pero, going after that map, it's a big task for Fnatic to come back because we're gonna be going to Inferno, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's Inferno. And Fnatic choose to start T-side. So, it's going to be a comeback that needs to be perfect from the beginning if Fnatic wants a third map. But if I was Apeks, I'm riding off that high of the first game. Aba, di na ako papatalo, syempre. Kailangan natin i-seal the deal. Kailangan natin na tapusin tong map na to on our pick. And of course, they themselves shown that they are in incredible form. And of course, going to their map pick, kaya-kaya nila tapusin ng Fnatic. Of course, unless Fnatic has something to say against it.
I don't know. We're gonna have to see whether or not they actually have a message. Because right now, Apeks, they've been cooking, and they've been cooking well. I mean, with 16-5 on their own, on their opponent's map pick, and now they're in an even better situation. Their own map pick, the map wherein it will be turned into an all-out battle for whoever still lives there. Where's Fnatic on the way out if Apeks just boot them out the door?
Exactly. So, just to be clear sa mga viewers natin, it is still the middle bracket. This is the middle bracket final. Since there's an upper bracket, there's a middle bracket, and there's a lower bracket. So, lower bracket would be the last chance. Kanina nakita natin 9-0 nanalo sa MAT. MAT going out with a bang! 0-6 in terms of maps.
Yep.
Pero,
Face the NA squad who somehow was the hope, but now is just going back home. Anyway, well, what are we gonna do about it, man?
at
They
least
lose, they
did an
lose. It's
effort.
just it's NA. It's usual NA, you know. It's
They
why
made their
Nitro
effort, man.
keeps coming back to CS and keeps leaving again, comes back again and leaves again. Apparently not gonna be falling. Gonna be playing on I think Cloud9's team on the other game, si Nitro. Shoutout sa kanya. Captain America, who's also indicative of being the one of the the least what do you want to call it? Least consistent people you want to work on.
So,
Rest in peace, NA.
I'm gonna go to Italy for the second map. And I happen to learn some Italian words like come stai. And maybe, I don't know the Italian word for jump, but Nok is literally just jumping and spotting for info on apps on window. And with Fnatic, this is quite a weird way to start. They're just gonna be contacting their way here on a area on top mid.
Oh,
And
they
now
don't
that
know.
Apeks is aware of it, they definitely don't know the. This is a 4 stack. They're walking straight, and Apeks don't even need to use strategy here. They can just tap the head, and that's going to be Rogue taking 1 down, taking 2 down, and suddenly it's going to be a shebang where Fnatic just
God,
gets
what?
the man advantage, but no, not yet. It's going to be a 2v1 as Kixan, all remaining. What is he doing? He asks as he pops the head of Dexter, the IGL himself, not doing some good leading. Now 1v1 Afro versus Kixan. Ooh!
God.
Has
He
to
gets
get
doinked.
out. Gets doinked real bad with a capital D, but 1v1 it is. Does he expect? Does he know? He does not. And wow, what a comeback from Fnatic in terms of getting the man disadvantage there. They just snap even though they're disadvantaged and kinuha na lang agad nila yung A short. So, I think all's well after the first few mistake. But Roge, look, got those 2 kills.
You know,
Ganda ng
honestly,
entry.
they had a great defensive plan there. You had a 3-person crossfire on the way in towards it. It just so happened that the shots were just landing for Fnatic. Now, finally, for Fnatic, gonna be a good start for the half as well. Now gonna be forcing out 3. I repeat, 3 rifles here. 1 AK, a couple of Galils. Never mind, it's the reverse actually. And now, the most important thing for Fnatic is the fact that they have more gunpowder moving into this round. That means that they have a higher possibility of taking down Apeks in 1v1 duels. And now, slowly making their way up, about to go right on through the window. Sicko on the other side, not gonna be aware of what's gonna be coming in from the sky. Finds his face right there. Now Fnatic find their way onto the site, nice and clear, nice and empty. Nothing they can do about it. Apeks are gonna have to find a different way back into the site. But at least by the looks of it, on the minimap, it's gonna be a full-on save by the Apeks squad.
Grabe, Stiko, he got Goomba stomped by Mario there on an Italian map of all things. Did not know what was coming, just looked up in the heavens and got stomped like the mushroom. Pero
Oh boy.
this is a good call for Apeks for one of 2 reasons. They kind of forced 2 of their players. I think they forced most. Actually forced. Just not from the looks of it. Pero they actually forced. And now, saving 4 people here means they get to save the kevs and the helmets fully, as well as those 2 SMGs that they forced. And now, they can at least work with this round, albeit it's an eco still. Pero yeah, economy is economy for them. So, tingnan na lang natin talaga kung mau-work on nila. Kasi Fnatic just steamrolling ahead after that first 2 rounds. They were just, the confidence was just pumping out. And after that Goomba Stomp, they were not prepared to deal with whatever aggression Fnatic was doing. So they just went for the safe call. And now they're just doing some defaults here and there.
Yeah.
Not necessarily towards someplace else, pero we know that Fnatic pass rounds tendency to go away.
The problem right now is they're just not set up for it. If they end up walking into this crossfire, Coconita, is gonna have the time of his life, because he has actually built for that kind of distance. Beautiful push out. He finds Afro on the way, but he's already traded out. Gonna be nice and quick for Fnatic, but there's already so much damage being done on the T-side squad, as the rest of Apeks are gonna have to gear up for a retake to a site that hasn't been taken just yet. But I like this, the proactivity of Apeks to cover the other end of the entrance. Now it's gonna depend on whether or not they can correctly read what the setup is here, because they're so close to A site, but it looks like they are starting to think otherwise. Stako somehow still alive in apartments. I don't know how, I don't know why, but he'll be finding his way to move forward. Sees Roy and he takes him down, turns around for the right timing, but Crims is already there way too fast. Now Fnatic, of course, with the gun advantage and the numbers advantage in their favor, it's not going to be a quick round to be given up. But man, I don't know how, but Apeks getting away healthy twice in a row doesn't really bide well for Fnatic, really.
Nokia's trying to go for the exit circuit as well. Gets to 1 for his troubles. JK following at the top. And Crims is trying to do it all kind of here. Crims goes down low on HP possibly. But if you're Apeks, you take that. Okay na siguro yung economy damage, and they themselves workable sana yung round na yun. They could have went and just tried for it, knowing that one of the members of on Fnatic was low in that 3v3. Pero Yeah, the gun disadvantage
Oh, boy.
just got into their heads ng ano. So, yeah, not really how they would want to just go out. Play for the damage instead, and they got the damage that they needed now. Finally, ito, a gun round, and let's see if they can try to make something happen here. Not the usual flower boost on A side, pero sa tendency nga ng Fnatic, kailangan na natin ma-stop to.
Yeah, they need to stop it.
Two
Nice and
people
soon,
on top.
Roy.
Oh,
Timing, the flash
Nothing yet.
out. Somehow, though, he's given away his position. Apeks should be aware. Now it's going to depend on the timing, if they can make their way through without having lost any kind of manpower. But look at this, 2 people. This boost coming in from Apeks makes sure that no one from Fnatic is going to be checking that corner. Now, Sticko finds Crims. Kakanito already there for the trade as well. 3v4. He's going to be good for one more. Spray down from Kakanito. Fnatic looking lost again. For the first time in this map, Apeks look really good. Ooh. And another.
you can go for the try. Yeah, he's gonna try to go for the try here. Mezzi's met with only the spams through the smokes. Possibly the save call is here. But why waste the utility anyways if you're not gonna go for it? He maybe just wants to get the up.
Yeah, it looks like that's gonna be the idea.
Yeah, that's the kind of idea he wants. But nice. He's still trying to go for it. Make up your mind. Like I said, he is messy, but jump after the kill. Could possibly get one more. He's gonna go for it. He's gunning. Does he know? Nah. Finally, Apeks. They get a footing here. Timeout is going to be called. The same script as last map, Josh. Same script.
Oh yeah. Same script, same game plan for Fnatic. Somehow though, they're walking right on through the Apeks defense for some reason. Not something they could even do in map number 1, but now they're looking real good. But of course, at the very least, Apeks finally score around, and that means that's going to be the beginning of the momentum for the boys in orange. Not Fnatic, obviously, but yes, we're going to be looking at possibility of another timeout having been called recently, which is a little bit awkward. But any kind of help is appreciated, especially if you're in Apeks. 2 rounds down, and with Fnatic now going to be on an eco, it's going to be even more fun. They just backlash everything, every attempt from Fnatic to go in, especially in this loadout where they have Tech 9s of all things. What?
Yeah, the standard just try to rush somewhere. Fnatic, they did it before, they try to do it now, and imagine that. Sila yung labang, pero sila yung nagtatry nito. I mean, you are in an eco, of course. Pero still, bring it out this early. This is not the place for it. You just need to mow down, because the more you stay put, the more things and positions like Stico has. And especially with the utility that he has, he can smell it actually. Good thing there's not enough damage. He backs off, and this gives avenue for Fnatic to continue with the shenanigans. And Dexter!
Oh my god,
Stico!
Stico!
Gets through!
What? The blink of an eye, now the Fnatic attack has been dissolved, all because of Stico. Now, trying to stop the bomb from going down, but Roy will fall at the hands of 6 at screams against the world. It's not gonna be much, of course, with the pistol, not much you could do there. Another point now gonna be coming in from Apeks. Good thing for them. And it's also timely because Fnatic seem to have just started to lose that usual streak. They're not gonna be playing in what some would call playoff ready mode just yet.
Hindi pa pwede silang lagan, ika nga. At medyo delikado pa rin talagang, I mean, okay na sana eh. I mean, Fnatic, if they just took Vertigo, please, if they just took Vertigo in another parallel universe, if they took Vertigo, this is gonna be a map where this scoreline is much more happier. Right, for everyone. Pero no, it's not. It's Apeks trailing. They got the last 2 rounds. And so far in momentum, they're keeping it up. So, okay na they managed to take Fnatic down to an economy where they don't have enough. And they're just managing to hold enough utility for Fnatic's hit, but Jacob does a lot of damage there. Has to go for the swing and has to ask for a play. Tries to counter a Kobe of his own. Pero walang tinamaan, and Fnatic, this is not an invitation to go for the B side. They're trying to pivot back to A, where another 3 stack has happened, and A long, Kakanito needs to sneak through this. He knows it's gonna be the A hit na, Josh.
Oh my god, Mr. Dexter gets sprayed down. Kakanito on one side. They are aware that there is somebody coming in, but because of the lack of tracers coming in from the M4A1S, not gonna be able to deal too much damage because Dexter will finally fall. The IGL is down. Fnatic trying to find space across the map, but there's just so many things that they have to worry about, so many angles. Now, push in, coming in with a perfect flash from Crims to make it easy for Afro, but Takanito's already here, sprays down onto one. Afro will fall in. Mezzi coming in with a clutch. Now, equal numbers on both sides. It's gonna be a question of whether or not J Kim can make his way out of church. Bomb is down, the nade as well. It's not gonna hit him too much, but Roy, oh, he looks the wrong way.
Timing?
It's gonna be pushing out. The shoulder peak coming in, the high-low set up. There he goes. Stako as well for the retake. It's gonna be Crims now in a 1v2. It's not gonna be much. Knock takes him down. It's gonna be knocked down, and now we're tied up.
Fnatic, they force a bit too much there on the A side, no? Dexter especially. He should not have went for that initial fight dito kay JKM kasi siya lang din naman na madadali. Masyado aggressive na yun eh. And Fnatic, they could have just went to a short. Pero tawag sa ini-spam sila. Medyo delikado, and Crims, take care of that bald head of yours, my guy. It's a national treasure, please. Don't bump it into your chair.
Yeah,
Masyadong
it's a little bit too spicy, no?
And to be honest, that's how they're playing. Pero, that's tilting indeed. Messi first down to the Molly. And JKM just rushing.
But in the world, the amount of damage, man.
It's truly in the side of Apeks here.
Oh my god, what?
Kobe!
It's looking like it's a completely different game. It's a game of nades right now. No guns being used, no guns being taken advantage of. Get these fights, but now JK fighting with the spray down coming in through the smokes. Cakesan as well to follow up. Not Fnatic does not know what hit him. And Crims gets stuck in a corner. Now Apeks taking control of the half, taking control of the map so far. Now Fnatic, I don't know how they're gonna answer back.
Timeout maybe? Because those rounds were crucial. Those 2 rounds were tantalizing, especially in how they played it out. Na-util bomb lang talaga sila dito, and JK being a menace, Cakesan following it up as well. Even if full blind, they even got the kill and the last bullet to do it, man. Crims, my guy, chill. Because you're gonna need more of that, Afro. Okay, bumabawi. Kayang-kaya pa dito na Fnatic, pero so far, the way they got the last few rounds Apeks is like it's not the way this time. Because Crimson is angry, the angry ball head is trying to go, Afro goes down, JKM as well, but knock up is down, 2v3, save is the call here again. I think too spicy, Josh, just rush it down. We don't really need all this shilly-shally with the strategies.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice and simple, especially since this is Inferno we're talking about. I mean, classic map. Sometimes it just all comes down to the confidence, and now Fnatic giving up on the strategy. Come in full confidence here, a full-on push to make it onto the site, and just takes full control of that round. Now we're going to be tied up. But Apeks, they have so much money in the bank right now. If anything, Fnatic are kind of handicapped in the next round.
Handicapped indeed because of the... I mean, they got the round win. That's all they were hoping for. They want to stop bleeding. And they want to at least fight back some more. And Crim's dash out was nasty. They got the ace sight. I mean, effort na lang bigay natin kay Noxia, kay JK. Pero you cannot stop that once library has been, smoked off. Ngayon, tabla na naman nating game. Fnatic not too worse for wear in economy. As the default goes. They're not gonna do any of their normal shenanigans. But JK just threw the smoke.
God.
Onto Messi of all people, man.
How? Why? Does this keep
Why?
happening? The injustice, man. Smoke's gonna be coming out to slow down the push from Fnatic as well as the Molotov. Makes it even harder for them to walk on through because they might be burning their J's on the way in. But now Apeks, having taken up so much space, so much attention from Fnatic, they look really fractured. Really confused as to where they do want to go in. Kakanito gonna make an attempt through the smoke. Not exactly revealing his positioning just yet. But at the very least, they know he's here. Now, gonna be a setup coming in from Dexter, the flash. Once it comes out, we're gonna be seeing a bloodbath on the other side. It's gonna depend now on who hits the shot first. Flash out, knocked despite the flash. Takes down Crims. You know where he is. Gonna have to be very careful in how he plays this. But Sticko somehow finds the information on the outside. Smokes out to stay alive. Does not burn at the stake. He's no witch. Now, AB5, the flash is out. Fnatic oblivious of where Apeks is playing. They have no idea whether or not they want to take these fights, but Afro already coming in on the short side, falls at the hands of Mr. Sticko. Now they know that he is right below apartments and knocked on the other side. Roy opens up, he finds one kill with the use of the AWP. It's gonna be Dexter in a 1v4. Tries to come in clutch, but it's not gonna be enough. Knock finds him with the pistol, silences him with a silencer as well, and now Apeks take back that lead.
Now that is something to at least be worth celebrating for. Talagang how this shot is landing for Nock is just he did that round all by himself, I guess. So
Oh, yeah.
now again, go back to the struggle of just echoing, and you see him.
Oh
taking
my god!
the favorite spot. Of course, he gets two. One through the head, another through the smoke. And holy smokes, this is looking pretty bad for Fnatic because once they got to the tie game, nung nakatabla na sila, hindi na sila talaga and JK4 just gets it through the molly. Roy just is forcing the issue. That's not how you force an issue, my guy. I can teach you how. Sicko getting one, Keksan the cleanup. Ay, bebe.
You're gonna start to worry now.
The
Time
trash
out.
talk is there as well.
Definitely gonna be called in by Fnatic this time out, especially since Apeks are getting away with so much murder across the board. I mean, look at this. Roy didn't even know what to do. He just walked on through the nade. You know that this is not gonna be feeling good if you were not in Apeks shoes, of course. And now, man, two timeouts brought out for Fnatic. Remember, now that we're looking at the current scoreline of 6-4, this is quite possibly gonna be the closest that Fnatic have to tying up the scoreline, unless they can start fighting back. Because, man, we're running out of time in the first half.
Running out of time indeed. Only 5 more rounds of regulation to be played dito, Josh. That is a set smoke. If I see one, I can use that as well. So they trying to deny Fnatic of deep top mid control. That means they don't want them walking up there anyways. This sense that the Apeks wants to fake this control on the map para lang makakuha sila ng deeper control somewhere else. And look at how they're playing this so far back, saying na, guys, wala kami dito, or at least nandito kami, pero in reality wala kami dito. We're just holding the angles very far back, but Kakanito is getting very very spicy. Gusto niya lumapit, his senses are tingling, tries to go for the peak, goes back to this idea that they're running this round, and look at how far back they're holding. Just the
Yeah.
crossfire. Flash, smoke landed. Roche can line up the molly. And that will land. Counter molly will land as well for Kakanito. And this is just full-on stop aggression. On A, but they just go in anyway. This is weird.
Yeah. Weird is an understatement. Look at that perfect timing from Kakanito. Makes his way forward to take down the IGL of Fnatic. Now Fnatic gonna be walked all across the map. They're trying to grasp at straws, but they're gonna be falling one by one. Like the Palo Sebo has been greased. Now all the attention, all the utility brought in to try and distract whoever's trying to make an attack here. Roy somehow, he will find one. JK, good for 2, good for 3. Stops this push. This is now gonna be the last 5 seconds. Grims, no choice but to plant. He finds it, but he's not gonna be able to come along. The duelie's in the hands of Nock. He's just gonna delete him.
I like how they try to play with him for a bit. Let's see if he's gonna continue the plant. And Crimes has held the head. Kanina medyo maputi pa rin, ngayon namumula na. So you can see the frustration quite literally on the side
Literally.
of Fnatic. JK getting his
Unhideable.
last 3K. And Nock cleaning it up. Wala na. I think they got enough rounds to seal the deal here for Apeks because once we get to 8, once we get to 9, it's just possibly the same story as before. So let's see if Fnatic still can pull something out of the deck. Yeah, they have the agenda or the agency to pull off this kind of stunt. And so far, Fnatic matatakot na talaga silang kumuha ng space. The way the utility is being played from Apeks is just too good. And now they're very much limited in how they try to approach. They need to force a fight if they want to. At least get some space, pero this is very, very labored from Fnatic at the end. When they get into the site, wala na silang util.
Yeah. Smoke set up. Make it a little bit harder for Fnatic to collect information on the way in. But now, with the amount of utility being thrown out, Apeks is very well aware of the imminent danger that is approaching the site here. Nock misses his shot. He knows that someone else is trying to come for his job, to come for his life. But because Apeks now seem to have gotten the mastery of map control on here, they don't have to worry about leaving anything too open. There goes JK. Great angle, sprays down onto the second. Afro is down for the count. He makes an attempt for the third, but it's not going to be enough. Mezzi finds him now over in CT. Kicks and gets almost his damage onto the 2 players from Fnatic on the way in. But Kakanito's going to fall. Stiko on the other side. They're going to be falling one by one. It's going to be knocked now in AWP. In a 1v2 all the way coming in from the other side. It's going to be a little bit of a problem. But now with the bomb already having been down, I think Nock should make an attempt. Be slowly moving on forward. Every second counts. Gonna make his way onto the site wherein Messi's actually looking in his direction. Shows his face. He says Roy, but Messi is already there for the trade. The perfect timing to get the point. Fnatic somehow stay alive.
That was Apex's round to lose and they did actually lose it. Lamang na dapat sila eh. JK blessing them with 2 kills, a 5v3 of all things, a 4v3. Pero yeah, once they got into the site, it seems like the site hold for Apeks just fell apart one by one. Good damage has been dealt, pero still, they got the AWP on Afro, 2 AKs and a Deagle and SMG. The other side seems to be good. In terms of economy, Nock still has an up, but Crims does not need anything. Just a flash is enough. We do it old school way, he said. Trade will come out from Kiksan, of all people. Pero, yeah. Disadvantage pa rin ng Fnatic no matter if they won that last round. So, Dexter, Dexter's actually been trying to pull everything off here. He's not landing any shots. He's 1 and 10. Save the guy, please, man. Put him out of his misery. Just let him win his rounds with IGL. And he's entering He's opping, he's being a support player while I yelling. So, hard task being asked of him right now. That may be a reason bakit napaka pulled over ng Fnatic ngayon. Oh, knock. Possibly gets one more, but no, Ro just gets it out of the way. So, kailangan niya munang mag-hold dito. 1v1 right now. JK knows that bomb's not yet planted, rotates all the way, could expect. Yeah, he expects the angle. So guess the tap not connect. This is very tense. He's gonna go for the plant here. Roach, and he gets dig to HP, but he still wins it out! Yeah, he even said that he digged him. But he still lost. Roach. What a play to keep Fnatic alive. 7-6. And just enough for the economy to be given some trouble. At least possibly enough to give Apeks a timeout call if they ever need it. But no, continue lang, sabi nila. Just go for maybe one more round. Pero parang mas last buy na to ng Apeks eh. So, this kind of sticky, but Dexter, the flashes actually helped them out. 2 down already for Apeks. And with that bomb rush play on Banana, hindi gumana para sa panig ng Apeks. 2 for 1. Good exchange. There is still some utility left at City Spawn just in case they need it. And now they gamble it all on the ace side. I think Apeks thinks na tama na yun para lang makapigil dito sa aggression na gagawin ng Fnatic sa B side, pero hindi. Banana still being held. They're creeping it up and Apeks has the wrong read. They're gonna be forced to save. If ever Fnatic gets a wind of this, but kakanito, sneaky as ever. Rotation will be made. But Dexter's aware. Finally gets frags here. 4-11 for himself. At least IGN has been good for this part of the game. And now save has been called here. They need that op and that gun for this next round. Final round. And oh, look at that with Dexter. Even gets the op shot.
It's the flexibility of Fnatic on this player right now, no? Yeah, you can actually see that they don't really have extremely solidified roles, and that's why you can see multiple plays, including the double AWP. Sometimes Dexter having the op in his hands instead of 300 also on the team, really. But now we're tied up. It'll be the last round of the half. Fnatic is still in it after struggling to keep up. Actually showing their strengths now. But, of course, yeah, it's going to be the last round. Apeks with a little bit of an awkward buy. Try to make the most of what little money they do have. Famas is an op everything that they could do. Try and stop Fnatic here, which is, of course, fully equipped now to try and take it up. It's going to be the usual utility spam now here on Banana. Gonna be a little bit of a different take. Afro makes his way into apartments, moves forward, looking for an angle, looking for somebody that he has to worry about, but there's nobody there at all. Apeks less proactive this time around, and because they have been less proactive, that also means that Fnatic have to check every corner painstakingly to make sure they're not having anything pulled over their eyes, no? Now, smoke gonna be disappearing. Fnatic not any closer to the site with all the utility being dropped down. Once more, JK in a one-and-done position has to do his best to find value out of his positioning here. Now, footsteps coming his way. He finds Roy on the way out. Famas in hand and stay alive. Backups here. He gets out with the help of the utility. Somehow Apeks gets away with murder. Afro, though, on the other side. He finds Tico. There's a duel going on in apartments. Kakanito. A menace knock, barely staying alive on the other side towards B. It's Mezzi and the bomb making their way onto the side. The rest of Fnatic is letting go of all the angles. Mezzi opening it up. JK not going to be expected in his position, but there goes Afro as well. The patience coming in from the off player of Fnatic. You know, he's being hunted down. Kakanito trying to find the angle. The play is beautiful. There's only 12 seconds left. They have to make a fight for it. They have to run in. Kakanito takes down Afro. They're playing around the box, playing ring around the Rosie, and Apeks comes in with the lead after the end of the first half.
What a hectic round that last one. But still, Apeks, they made sure na mababawian nila tong Fnatic. And this player, JK, just the impact player that Apeks needed. Almost doing almost everything, no? Only has, I think, 6 deaths at the end of this half. And 8-7, not bad considering that Fnatic was on a roll at the early start. Pero yeah, this is your map pick. Having at least a round lead is pretty much 50-50. Pero now you go to your much favored half. And so far, I think it's going to be just a labored work for Fnatic to get in.
Yeah. The thing about this map in particular, though, Inferno, not as defined as one would want it to be, which also makes it a little bit of a risk when you pick this. As you can see, Apeks, of course, picked this map, and they're barely keeping the lead away from Fnatic right now. Although, I mean, yes, they do have the lead. Now we're going to be moving into the second half. Apeks are going to be looking to close it off, starting with the pistol round. Hopefully make it so quick to the point where Fnatic can't scale. The thing about Fnatic is the way that they play, it's not consistent, but at the same time, the way that it usually goes is the longer the game goes on, the better they get. And that's not what Apeks wants right now.
Yeah. So far, I mean, at least Fnatic nakainit na konting-konti. They just maybe need that one last push of aggression, one last extra warm-up round for themselves to get things really going. Kasi hindi naman talaga sila naka-string together ng rounds consecutively. It's been always a back and forth between Apeks. And Apeks likes to keep it that way. But Fnatic, they don't really want to build it like that. Because they're now backs against the wall. Yes, may last chance pa, pero they want to get that qualification na kagad talaga para na matapos na. Yung problema nila, they want to go to the playoff stage already. But yeah, Apeks giving them a hard time. A beating, of course, on Vertigo. And here on Inferno, well, a good lead being thrown away. Parang kanina lang sa I think M80 and 9Z. Very, very similar, pero still nothing like the first game that we had here in Fnatic Apeks.
I think Fnatic are starting to feel the pressure here. Every time they lose a match, they get dropped into a bracket lower, if I'm not mistaken. And if they fall one more bracket, that's going to be the last chance bracket right there. So they don't want to be there in that position, and neither does Apeks. But with Apeks being in the lead, 1-0, they can easily take this home if they start things off on the right foot here in round number 16.
Yeah. So now, players trying to just calm themselves down. Maybe kailangan lang talaga nilang breather Fnatic. Minsan kasi, if you see Crims already molding, it's a bad sign. It's either it's good, because he can sometimes hit the shots that he needs later on, pero it's bad for the team environment, especially when Dexter is pulling off those kinds of numbers. I think it's 4-12 or 4-11 if he did not get the kill on the last round. So everyone in Fnatic needs to step up in terms of performance, because if not, well, JK alone can stop them, because it's JK and friends here on Apeks as we swap sides on Apeks with the T side.
Oh boy. Gonna be a little bit of a different take. With Apex slowly pushing up just by apartments, along with some utility to keep Fnatic busy on the other side. As everyone else is getting ready to waterfall to burst onto the side here. Flash now gonna be out Sticko. Trying to find an angle, not gonna be able to see Dexter on the way in. Kixan knows where he is. He falls. And Dexter somehow finds one more just across the smoke. Rotations are way too fast. It's 3v5. They know where Sticko is. Dexter playing with his food at this point. The fragging IGL of your dreams right now is doing so much damage. Sticko somehow stays alive in a 1v4. No way he finds a way out of this though. But he does find Mezzi. He does do some more damage. Switches over to the silenced pistol. And now, 48 seconds, the bomb in no man's land for him. I don't know what the plan is other than just get those kills. So, might as well.
Possibly go for the save, no? Go for the try on the flank, possible. Pero bantay sarado lang talaga itong Fnatic. They want this round and they are actually absolutely gifted it with the performance that they shown on this specific round alone. I check, almost bit messy. And yeah, they get that round 8-8. Now this could be pose a problem because if Apeks just gets rolled like that, I mean, not even caring enough to just check the angles and be smart enough about how they approach this one, it could pose really hard for them pick and Fnatic and just force a third map. But so far, not much of such shenanigans here on Apeks. Hero Galil kay Stico. Let's see how he can make that work. Deagles for the rest. And Fnatic, a buy like this is not enough for me. It needs to be aggressive. So holding down the angles, not really good because it can happen like that. Things like that can happen if you hold down the angles. You find the SMG and you can actually abuse it when you have a hero rifle in like the Galil. So man down, Apeks, winnable round right now.
And now that Crims has finally let go of that corner, there's a sign that somebody's going to be coming in from the other side. Crossfire! Perfect there, but Jackson finds his head so fast on the trade here. But Sticko now, it's going to be a two-pronged attack on to the side. It's Crims all alone. I'm going to have to worry about both angles coming right at him. Sprays down, Crims going to fall. Not much fight coming in from Fnatic on the way in, but it's going to be 2v4 with the bomb finally going to be going down. Now, it's a true question of whether or not Fnatic can actually take this half. Messi and Roy, fully equipped with the best guns you could ever ask for. But it looks like they're not going to be going for this. They're going to save it for the next round to fight another day.
How can Fnatic fumble this? Siguro,
Like
that's a question that will take until the end of time, no? Lamang na sila eh. A hero rifle, imagine that working against Vertigos. I mean, against a full buy after the pistol win. Pero, yeah, like this chicken, the hopes of winning that round for Fnatic went kaboom. And, yeah, timeout has to be called because you have an SMG. Why would you take a fight like that? Especially if you know that your gun is not meant to take fights like that. It's not even a specific SMG na pwedeng makapag long range, no? So, I think Apeks, they were gifted a round. And now,
Oh boy.
this is a hard ask. Because the last timeout is left for Fnatic and so far, the mood is not changing into a better one. Pro camp of Apeks, okay na. They're getting a few more fans.
Oh yeah.
Especially after you win your bets. Now, do you answer this back with An immediate that's a lot of grenades, to be sure.
We're like 3 or
Pero,
4.
pero it's not quite the result that both teams wanted. I mean, for Apeks, not really, but for Fnatic, yeah, it's what you would have wanted. Chip damage on 2. The best player down to half HP. And it's only Ro who actually took a lot of damage on that one. Pero still, they're forcing the issue here on Banana. They want this B site. And I think the rotation to A has been made pretty badly by Fnatic. And they are fumbling. And if it's not in the macro, it's the strategy. But look at Apeks. That was enough to buy time for them to rotate. But second options are being made here. Set piece has been thrown and they're trying to go into the A site. Fnatic rotate insta. They want to contest this one.
Not that I can think of. Right now, though, Afro opening it up onto Stego. Good start here, despite the fact that they are on an eco. And 3 gonna be coming in. Mizzy gonna be left unchecked on the top of the smoke. Sprays down onto 1. Another attempt coming in from Dex. It's not gonna work out just yet, but now Takanito sprays down onto 1. Almost gets the second as well. But Fnatic still walk away with that round.
Last ng Guardian Angel ng Fnatic. They get
The plot
eco back.
armor, man.
They get the eco back, man. It's all good and though if you win the eco, which you lost. What? Yeah, last nga ng Guardian Angel. The plot armor, as I was saying. Through the wall, not even... It was not like a wall bang na hindi mo siya nakita mo yung half body. It's a full-on wall bang, but as we go into round number 19 here, Josh. Well, Fnatic, they're asking a lot of their Guardian Angel, and their Guardian Angel is pretty much generous. Yeah! Exactly what I'm talking about. One more. See, it does not stop coming, Josh. They're just being gifted the kills and the Apeks. Oh, 1 in return. They could still try and win this though. But so far, not quite enough. As ilalaban nga ba nila? Choice has to be made here by Kiksan. A scout on his hands. If they can get rid of Mezzi, holding the site alone. Rotation is coming in from Oroge. Pero that's the signal. 2v2 currently, possibly on site. Smoke has been laid out. Counter smoke has to be there. And the push coming in from Roy just confirms that this is gonna be a save call. No shenanigans needed. No shenanigans abused. So, yeah, Apeks, they take the fair share. Dapat lamang na sila kanina pa, pero Fnatic was gifted around. And this round specifically after Luke shots have landed. So, yeah. Live and see another day. You can still win this out and close this out cleanly. But not quite yet, says Apeks. Fnatic get the lead back. We get a timeout.
They need this timeout right here, man. With every mistake, they widen the chasm that Fnatic have of truly taking the series to a game number 3. Of course, both sides, the vibes are way too quiet. Again,
It's tense. Quite literally tense. Not the former CSGO player who switched to the other bankman, pero napakahirap ng situation na to. You guys have been echoing each other for like 2 rounds straight.
oh boy.
Siguro that's what they need, a breather here. Apeks, maybe that's just all it takes for them to get going. We will see. As they are on an echo here, what's remaining of the last round is the only one being brought here. As they still have this enough economy to do their defaults. Ooh! I think Kixan a bit of more than he can chew. Oh, the nade! Nasty there from Fnatic, and now they are online. Just full take control banana. Cheeky angle as it may be. No can only get damage. You cannot nade through the wall sadly here. But Apeks once again dumbfounded in terms of their approach. Lost the scout. Now that they're trying to, yeah, it's an ego, sure. Pero kailangan pa rin nilang alagaan yung round in a meticulous manner. Not connecting. So far for Roj. This is, if he's cleared, he's not cleared. Could potentially be hazardous. Finally, the clearance comes in. Sticker all left alone. And has to make noise. He's noticed. And he's cleaned up. So at least, Fnatic showing some fighting chances here. Being just brought out of their rot and back into their form. Apeks struggling for answers on their own map pick. A problem you would encounter if your map is so versatile on both sides. But nevertheless, still a workable round. Unless this eco proves something very much useless. Mabilis ang kanilang take. Dexter gets one agad. They're just trying to cut through city. Spawn. Akanito. Picks too early. Idea flushed once more. As there is a trade. Auto Dexter, but the rest has been taken care of by Crims. And happy faces, tense faces, still all the same here. Fist bumps all around para sa Fnatic. They're up to 12, 3 rounds left for match point. 4 rounds if you want to get the third game. They brought out the operator here on Afro. Pulling out all the stops na Fnatic. As they want to get qualified. Huh.
Oh.
So just getting an impression from JKM there. Speaking of JKM, hindi na siya nag-activate. Na-stuck na siya sa 25. Possibly a good flash. Rims getting that kill. And now, ayun na nga, Apeks, dumbfounded once again, has to go for an approach. Pero this kind of playstyle is just being read so perfectly by Fnatic that there is no approach whatsoever.
Oh boy, JK. At least doing some damage. Getting Afro for his troubles, but we still haven't gotten the bomb down. JK. Hopeful, but not quite able to connect there as well. Kicks and so much damage being done by Fnatic to each of the individual members of Apeks. But of course, they're very well aware that with every person that falls, the easier it gets to move forward. Kicks now be gone for the next few seconds, but we're looking at 9:13. Attempts about to be made on to the side for HP and the Dream, and there it goes, it's Crims, securing round number 13 for Kixon.
Another timeout para sa Apeks. Mukhang nalaramdaman na yung pressure. And so far, I think this approach is not working because Fnatic has just found their groove. That or either that Apeks is not really in the groove either. So this is not how they usually play, or this is not how the record shows back in Vertigo. But we know that if Apex pops off, they pop off. But up until when? Dahil 3 rounds na lang titira when Fnatic gets that third map that they want. And they have to wake up real soon.
Oh yeah. Running out of space, running out of time. And it's pistols once more for Apex, which means almost 90% certain that they're not going to be getting this round. They want to do as much damage as they can. And now, having taken all the space in apartments, it's very possible they can still stay alive here. Of course, you have to fight tooth and nail. Try and take it back after having lost all that momentum. Stako already gone. One of the more impactful players for the team at the moment. But still, have to wait 1 minute. Still on the clock. Nade's gonna be out as well. Flash play coming in. Kareem's not able to connect, and it's the entire team gets deleted with one singular magazine from 2 players.
Apex, in the process of losing, they forgot to turn on their brain and just went for it blindly. I mean, challenging without any utility, going to the site with just a smoke and nothing to clear the site, just gets mowed down in that eco. So yeah, 2 more rounds for Fnatic before they get their third map that they wish. And Apex, wala na talaga silang option kundi tibayan na yung laro nila. Kailangan nila makapanalo ng round. At least, break down the economy that's been building. Give damage, and that is what exactly that we need. Kakanito gets 2 heads real quick. And the call has been made. But Afro to the wall. Dexter as well saying, yes, we can retake this site. But look at where Nock is. He's trying to play bait here. He's waiting for the rotation or waiting for the flank, but no one's coming through. It's a 2-man hold on the B site. Help is gonna come from Banana. Holding Chapel here. Just holding up outside the office. They have enough utility to clear this out.
What?
And Kakanito dies through utility. But the bomb is sticking away. Fnatic has to go through. Knock goes for 1, goes for 2, and goods with Kexan just getting the third. Finally, they wake up. Finally, they get into double digit and get 1 more on the board. A final timeout for Fnatic comes out. And I would say this is a pretty early timeout, Josh, no? It's only 10-14.
That being said, 10-14, man. 2 rounds separating us from game number 3. All Fnatic has to do is stay alive, and this is gonna be the last time out for them. If they can't get this, there's no way to adjust to any kind of game plan, any kind of new play coming in from Apeks. Looking to find the weakness, the kryptonite of this Fnatic squad. We're gonna have to take their time here. Now, we're ready and set up for the possibly second to the last fight, and looks like Fnatic want to play this with full confidence. Afro through the flash, he finds Kakanito somehow, wreaking havoc on the Apex players before they can even move forward here. But Dexter on the other side, the amount of utility being thrown his way. Nade as well. I don't know how he's still alive at this point because there's so much being done on the other side. Afro, see what's going on the other side. But of course, With Dexter being a dead man walking, he's gonna have to worry about that on top of IGL duties. So Fnatic have to be extra careful, extra on point. Apex should be feeling a lot more sure of themselves at the moment. Nade's gonna be out in the mollies as well. It's gonna be the full-on push, the waterfall onto the side. Roy not gonna be checked in his corner. He gets two on the way out. It's gonna be Nock and JKM. Last people standing between Map Point and Fnatic. Finds Afro. Bomb yet to go down. He's gonna try and take them down one by one. It's all gonna depend on the timing here. He finds Mezzi as well, playing on the other side. One more frag in his hands as well. 14 seconds on the clock. Ravens finds enough. He finds the bomb and he gets taken down. It's 10 and 15. We're going possibly into map number 3.
Timeout has to be called. They're almost a possible round for J Games. For Crims! Hawak na yung angle na one-top niya pa. Sayang. Roger the good on the first two. J came here with the heroics. Kinapos lang talaga. Slip up that. Crims ready for it. As well as the last one. So, timeout has to be called. This is do or die. Or third map for Apeks, in which they would most likely don't want to go. They just want to end this really quickly on their terms. But yeah, this is what they have been dealt with, and the buy not looking very good. The rest of the crew has to step up because JK has been doing all the work, and it seems that he's overloaded.
Bro, so much work, man. 28 and 15. He's the only person with this kind of score on the team. I don't know how. He's made his way forward. Roy, not aware. He's not going to be able to check this corner. Mezzi being left unchecked. There's so much patience in play here. You don't know. Finds 1, 2, and 3 when one singular spray down. Very little help needed as well. And Avro finds JK. Now going to be Slicko all alone in a 1v3. You blink and you miss it. The entirety of Apeks has been deleted at the hands of Fnatic. 10 and 15. The score so far away, so impossible. Afro takes him down and secures map number 3 for Fnatic.
Wow, just from Messi himself. Ganda ng pinakita. Just Apeks, you see that there were lapses in how they were clearing their angles, and Fnatic after the second half, after the first half, coming into the second half, umayos na yung laro nila, and they've been showing it because Crims want to pop off. JK trying to be the hero here for Apeks, pero not quite yet enough. So we go to map 3. We go to Ancient. And this is gonna be one heck of a ride, Josh, because now we're going to quite the Fnatic territory, even though Apeks has played this a lot. But now Apeks has to wake up because mahirap na. Sila na ngayon yung kinakatok at very good.
Are on death's door. The possibility of a comeback, possibility of a reverse sweep, and I do not know what's going on with my camera, but siya nalalaglag ng ganyan. But of course, yun nga, no? Fnatic almost having lost it, having a very little momentum in our game number 2. Somehow take it back, bringing us the game number 3 after a really good fight between these two teams.
Yeah. I guess you could say na time was just the factor there for Fnatic to get themselves up and running. Kasi nung nakuha na yung roads, tuloy-tuloy na, and that's what Apeks was not hoping for. Gusto lang talaga nila mapigilan tong ginagawa ng Fnatic. Pero they themselves were lost for solutions, no? Wala silang masagot, and so far, Fnatic close it out. They get the third map, and we're gonna go to Ancient.
Yep, and that's gonna be a lot more action coming right at you. So to you guys, Breakfast Club, we've just hit the midnight mark in our stream for today. It's me, Joshua, here with L. This is ESL Pro League Season 18. We're going to be going to a quick break, but when we get back, it's going to be map number 3, Ancient, between Apeks and Fnatic. Don't go away, there's still much more coming at you.
Do you need new skins?
Ready.
Register at CSGO fast and make your teammate jealous. Boost your inventory in a few clicks. Enter promo code and get bonus. Link in video description.
Go, go, go. Nice shot.
And we are back here at ESL Pro League Season 18. It's me, Josuave, here with L, continuing in the series between Apeks and Fnatic. We're in, well, it's map number 3. You guys did not expect to see this, but we had a trade of map picks here. And, well, we're gonna be finishing it all on Ancient.
Yeah. Ancient though, medyo delikado para sa Apeks because Fnatic boasts a 60% map win rate in the course of 5 maps. So medyo nangangatog na siguro tong Apeks na to. Kasi they had a perfect start. A stomp on Vertigo but a fumble on Inferno. So we're gonna go to the third map and let's see how much can they just start off. And JK first init na minute from the last map. Galit siguro yan, ba't sila natalo, pero still, you cannot really shut down the man. You need to just enable him and the rest of the team has to pop up as well because last time, medyo hindi sila ginit eh.
And, no, they actually had a really hard time getting that momentum. And now, what in the world, Crimson Dexter? Way too clean, make their way onto the site and clean it up. Everyone who gets even close to anyone's crosshair, it's almost like they want to die at this point. Fnatic, a very clean beginning at the map number 3, giving us their first pistol.
Parang binibigay na lang talaga sa Fnatic ng libre to. I mean, look at that. Tamang bot in lang si Dexter. Crims took care of 2 and the final kill was just unaware. JKims medyo naiinis na dahil saya yung mga entry niya eh. Saya mga first kill na opportunities na bibigay niya. So, yeah, just a big smack on the fist. A big sigh of not relief, of frustration.
No?
And Apeks now not starting this map the way they want to.
Oh. Yeah, the angle not able to connect right now. Fnatic now gonna be flooding onto the side. JKM, where that is gonna be a push. Roy finds him. They're going to take a trying to fight back. Mace is already there as well. The rifles are way too much for Apeks, and they make their way all the way inside. Messi, good for the damage now on to Kixen. The bomb gonna be down finally. 3v4 it is, but Apeks are bleeding. All 3 members have very little life left keeping them alive.
To be fair, kayang-kaya pa rin naman nila makadamage dito ng malupit. So, it could possibly be an option here. But Nock is not gonna get away when he's slowly holding that angle while moving. So, Kixan will end up be raided pistol here and no scout to be taken as they really had to invest in this round and they really cannot just get more than 1 kill. Fnatic off to a good start, continuing the pattern that they had in the last map. So, tingnan natin, third round would be an eco most likely, and Apeks. May konti na lang mapipi ko na to si JK. Nararamdaman ko na kasi kanina pa siya nagbubuhat. Pero hindi pa rin pumapalo yung teammates. Sa hindi pumapalo yung team niya or yung timing ng Fnatic is just too good that he even himself can get caught off guard. So it's quite a hard predicament right now in Ancient because right now they're just gonna rush. Kakanito gets Stico gets 1 before being traded as long as Kakanito as well. Wait, Kakanito ng Afro. Oh, okay, Ming. Just back for 1 second, but Afro truly aware, gun advantage playing in his favor, and JK star player left with Knock walking and walking and walking. Maybe try to go for something here. They have enough money, even if they just, you know, die in this round. But you should at least get this drop, this fallen SMG. Work with it, save your economy some more.
Any kind of advantage they can have moving into the next round will matter so much because this is where we're gonna see whether or not Apex can actually fight back with Fnatic when the guns are finally up. Is it truly a match? Or is it just that initial momentum from the pistol? We're about to find out. But the thing about Apex here, they're struggling really hard off of the fact that I don't know how or why, but they just keep ending up in disadvantaged battles, 1vx situations here. Whenever they're up against the entirety of Fnatic, and it's just so effective. Somehow Fnatic gotten their legs out from under them. And now they're sticking it to the man, sticking it to Apeks, who are struggling to get a single point here. And now, AWP and all the rifles in hand, Apeks raring to make a difference this time, to make a statement. Washing on right through Mr. Crims, making an attempt on the life of his opponent, and JK Sims already there. Now, knock. Oh, the AWP misses. Roy knows where it is. Now, in Cheetah. All gonna depend on whether or not he can be trusted to take this fight. Kakanito will fall, but Roy traded out again for V3. Sticko playing in for the short range, gets let go. Dexter does not find the right timing, but now they know the setup is here. All the people coming right in. Afro finds JK. Not able to fight back at all, not able to stop what is to come. Is Apex are really doing their best, but it's just Fnatic keeps getting the better of them at every encounter for some reason. You start to begin to wonder whether or not he's immortal, but Sticko will find Dexter on the way inside. 40 seconds on the clock with Messi trying to wait for the right time to plant it, as he's actually surrounded by the entirety of Fnatic here. Of Apex rather, Afro. Fine, Sticko on the way out. The rotation's way too fast. Apex none the wiser of what's going on right here. And they've stopped once more.
The fake working out in favor of Fnatic. Kayang-kaya pa nila talagang mabawi yung round. Afro getting a freebie, so to speak. And onti na lang dito sa may main. Afro will get one more. Suddenly, it's already doable. Knock up in hand, has to save another round conceded and another round possibly wasted in terms of potential here for Apex. Hindi na sila nakaka-close out ng rounds kanina pa. And this is gonna be a problem, a continuous problem brought from map to another map. Apex, not really sure how they would want to handle it, as Fnatic on this side just too slippery, if not slippery, just too deadly when they encounter their opponents. So they take the fort and just make sure that they can take care of the next round, because that's going to be the only thing in their way. So far, they're pretty happy with what they have right now. And that's the timeout for Apex being called early, because the momentum from the pistol transferred into the gun rounds. At ngayon, wala silang masagot.
Economy a little bit broken for them, but yeah, at least may sagot sila. I mean, it's just looking so effective right now that no matter what Apex does, Fnatic seems to just have their number. And you can really see that in the scorelines. I mean, almost everyone here is on negative on the side of Apex.
It's bad when even JK is negative. You know it. And yeah, kailangan niya lang kasi nakatulong eh. I love how he's entering. I love how he's getting the initiative to go for these kills, or these duels when he can. Pero the problem is he gets shut down and there's no trade. There's nothing of urgency or agency even from Apex to at least find him some comfort that when he has done his thing,
Oh
the
boy.
team can be relied upon. Knock. Not if it's not J Games, it's Knock that we're
No.
talking about, and Stico not one as well to go down in the conversation. Pero he's low, gets a trade, Knock again. That's a tag onto Dexter, and two waning members onto Fnatic means that they have to concede or try to at least get this plant before holding out the site egregiously. But Roy gets one, make it even. Gets one more. Now this is possible, but Kakanito says no. Let's make this a 2v2.
No.
And let's work this out. Up with an up against an up. Mano a mano now. Utility being thrown.
Oh, he sneaks through.
He sneaks through indeed, but
Oh!
Kakanito, this has been thrown away once more.
What? No.
And Knock. Yes, he might have gotten that kill, but round's over, man. 5-0. This is bad because they got the early kill, Apeks, pero conversion upon conversion from Fnatic in the proper way.
It's so messy. It's way too messy for the side of Apeks. Fnatic finally looking extremely comfortable. It's like the late game scaling that we keep talking about here, making it shown on the side of Fnatic. I mean, even if they lost that round, look at the amount of money they had, man.
Yeah.
6K, 2K each. I mean, we even have Messi here, fully equipped, but still at 7,000 credits here. So, man, Apeks, having spent so much money, having spent so much time trying to find a chink in the armor of Fnatic here, they have zero now. Not even the emotional support that you would want out of it. And that doesn't bode well for any Apeks fans out there.
There's a reason why Fnatic is favored in this matchup. Pero gulat na lang tayo na natalo sa Vertigo. They came back on Inferno. And they're just wrapping up. They're playing this game out like it's a MOBA. You know, they're scaling. Nagpapalate game lang. Wala naman sila kamukhang Dota player dito. Pero, yeah. Warm-up is a warm-up for Fnatic and Crims. All that he may be. Shiny Head is still the same as ever. As he knows that there will be multiple approaches here. And one gifted kill. Stico not in the right mood right now to get a kill. Will be taken out by Messi. And as Knock tries to find something. Is Roy who gets something in return. Faking onto the B site. While the rest is happening on a bamboozled again Apeks. Something is happening in their macro strategy. And it is a big problem.
Not looking good, not looking clean at all. Fnatic make their way onto the site with very little competition. Now Apeks, they're completely confused. They've been thrown for a loop far too many times here. So now, if I were in Apeks shoes, I'd wonder which was even the accurate information here. But Grims, little too much on the lurk. Gets himself in trouble. Oh, Afro. Almost getting taken down, but at the very least now, if you're a Fnatic fan, it is 0-6. And they're not even close to going home right now.
Yep, they almost had to pack their bags after that 16-5 on Vertigo, no? Pero okay lang, they're unpacking it right now. The manager's already on the take and the hotel is much more longer. Extended duration and yes, whatever Cribs is doing seems to work. I don't know if it's jamming together your earphones or headphones. It's effective in helping you win. Pero yeah, it's effective.
What else is effective now is the sheer amount of flashes being thrown into Apex's way, but Sixen, for once, the first blood is not in favor of Fnatic right now. That being said, though, Apeks very well distributed across the map with a very strong front over in mid. That also means that our political colleagues, no, when it comes to these kinds of fights, you start to worry about whether or not they're playing mind games, whether or not Apeks have a true idea of what Fnatic's trying to play at here, because they've been thrown for a loop so many times by Fnatic. Now Apex, again, this keeps happening. They play extremely slow to the point where Apex are pushing so far forward that Fnatic wait for them to walk into their crosshairs like this. Two people down, Fnatic barely having to lift a finger in these kinds of fights. Kakanito though, finally finds Dexter on one side, gets the bomb in his sights, and now it's gonna be a 2v3. Afro finds Teko over in mid, but now it's gonna be Roy all alone. 1v2, lack of space, jarring. Kakanito and JKM to the right time to come around, right out from Cheetah, and finally Apex score their first round.
Labored round for Apex right here. I mean, so far, some of these were gifted kills, some of these were effortless, and Kakanito, well, just ending it up with a 3K. Tamang trabaho lang just to get their first round, and they need to pull out more of that. Because so far, Fnatic, they made them work for it, and if only that's a little bit cleaner, Fnatic could have gone either way on that round. But we continue. Round number 8. This is a different pacing. Just opposite ends of the spectrum here in how they would want to take it. Apex holding angles a bit too forward on B. And it seems like J came steady as a rock here on A main. Nag-aabang lang talaga sila ng contact eh. There's nothing wrong with just waiting for that. Dahil alam naman nila na either can be aggressive, either can be passive, and it's just a matter of feeling out which type of person do they encounter in this round, or which type of team do they encounter in the other end of the spectrum. So, Fnatic working it out very, very slowly, using every single second that they can. And Apex, they're just budgingly irritant of how they are playing. And they could just take the B side for free and just chicken. Oh, the clear is not good. Dexter just wide swings. Caught sleeping, caught lacking the man, and now everything's denied here. Take the fight, but it's only going to be worse for Sticko. And we go into the post stand, which seems to be another save call. This could be over easy, like we saw in Vertigo, Josh.
Over easy like some eggs in the morning right now. Fnatic are cooking Apex like it's nothing. I don't know how. They lost control for a little bit, but now the iron-clad grip of this team on the game has been restored. Now Apex, they don't even want to fight back. 3 people still alive, still healthy. They're not even going to attempt to try to take these fights. Now Roy? Yeah. He died to that, but at the very least, if you are Fnatic, you get that round. But that's a lot of wasted resources there. You need to be very careful of what you're doing here, because yes, you might be getting the round, but at some point you're going to be whittling down your economy to a point of no return. Then Apex, that just opens up a world of possibilities for them.
Kinda have to go for it. Kailangan lang talaga nila matanggal yung residual guns. They know na Apex, they just recently won round. And they need to take care of those guns, because if they can, this would happen. This would be much more easy, but it's not as easy. Or it is as easy as they would have liked it even without the guns. They just mowed down, Knock holding the weirdest angle he could possibly hold here. Through the box. From top mid.
Well.
And yeah, the smoke does not help, pero Jame time. Even though Jame is still in the next group, dami nagko-cosplay na sa kanya ngayon. All of these resources needs to go into the next round. And so far, Fnatic, no contest on this T side, just purely flawlessly executed. No answer so far from Apex.
to 1-8 now. A 7-round disparity between the teams in orange. All on the back of this entry by Dexter and Roig. Apeks didn't know what hit them. It happened way too fast. Now they have to worry about all the many different looks of Apeks. They can play it slow, they can play it fast. Now that also means that you have no idea what version of Fnatic's gonna be coming right at you. Now the smoke's gonna be brought down. No one over in mid. Purpose of that smoke is to try and bait out a reaction of the defenders. Kakanito and Kixon gonna change the things up a bit. Pushing right up. Crims will fall, but Dexter is there as a trade. Look at this. It knocks on his head. Oh my god! He sees Afro. Slaps him in the forehead, stops him from moving forward, and he goes for Roig as well. Possibly a third, but no, Dexter is there. He gets the kill, does not know that Takanito is all the way that close. Now it's gonna be in Mezzi's hands. The 1v3 bomb in no man's land. They don't know where to look, but neither does Mezzi. But still, a minute left to talk about what happened there. There honestly is nothing worth talking about. It all just happened to be the aim duels working out for Apeks at the most awkward situations. Now, JK, haven't been taken down, haven't been found out. Nade's out as well to bait out a reaction to find the amazing teamwork from Fnatic if they can. But they're out of utilities now. Flashes, Molly, doesn't matter if he can't make his way in. It's Mezzi. Still stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's 2-8 now. Fnatic find their heart.
Apparently, they still want to go for the damage, which is pretty much a good call here. Knowing na kahit talo na yung round, oh, he actually just found the afro of Afro, man. The forehead is all that has been seen.
Oh my god, you're right.
Pero I think it's still urgency enough for Fnatic to take a timeout. Talk about how they want to, do their duty in the next few rounds. Assuming may makuha pa sa next few rounds. Dahil Apeks, I mean, sure, hindi malinis yung nakuha nilang rounds. Pero Fnatic, when they do give some rounds, they give the rounds fairly. They're gonna try to at least fight, take you down. And I think that's how Fnatic really knows that they got the momentum and they do not want to give it back over. And that's a shot nastily from Nok.
What?
This Apeks team awakened 3 quick kills in a span of seconds. Dixon, the only one to be offered on the table. And I'd say that's a pretty good deal as Dexter and Roy still has the C4 and has possibilities to make plays. Enough utility to go around. 2 smokes, 2 flashes, Molinade. I'd say that's fair. Especially knowing how they can hit this site. And if Nok peeks this angle weirdly. Oh, the jump just covered by the blind. Kaya. The flick by Nok was nasty. Follow up and Apeks slowly coming to life. Still has a lot
At
of
the
catching
very
up
last.
though. Very last indeed.
Very last. Just as we pass the halfway mark of our first half, we find the heart of the cards, no? Tinawagan nila si Yugi. Trying to call in the Dark Magician, do whatever they can to try and take it back, and now they're starting to find that kind of momentum. Standing at 3-8 and a full load out. Apeks gonna be running it down the middle, looking for victims. Hunting them down one by one, but it's all gonna start with Kakanito, who does find the Afro. JKM, what? As well. The second and the third come through. And there goes Tico as well on to Messi. Apeks have brought a full standstill to Fnatic. They've hit a concrete wall.
Isang malaking balakid. For Fnatic. And adjustments pretty well made from Apeks, no? Ganda na si Kakanito lahat yung benefactor, no? Siko just, doing his thing, cleaning up. 48 all of a sudden, and Fnatic last money na nila yan before they go eco. And all of a sudden, look who's rich, Josh. Look who's rich.
Oh boy.
Apex. Enough money. How the
table.
tabled indeed. Oh, labored, but still good frag to get them back. 5v4, no one has been damaged too heavily for a cause here. And I think they've managed to find the hole in the wall of this A site. Kailangan nila talaga mag two-prong approach para mataranta to si Nok in how he tries to hold the node. That's a good spam into the nade. It just takes out the offer. I were Fnatic, I'd be pulling the trigger on the A side now because Keksa not the best right now, not good and not hitting the shots. Takes the off back. C4 not yet being touched, but I think after they touch this, after this smokes land, they're gonna be going inside and they're gonna be trying to play post plant wherein yet another game time will come out from Apeks.
Yep. Time to put your hands up because the FBI has you surrounded. Kicksan's very well aware of the presence of Fnatic having made their way on to be with very little resistance. Also means that he is in so much danger because they've totally lost control of mid. Zero idea of what's going on over towards A. So now the full attention of Apeks has to be garnered. It has to be brought to the attention of Fnatic here. Otherwise, we're not going to find much. Dexter though, right angle, finds JK and stops him before he can even do damage here. Now, it's going to be a 2v5, but there's so much money and so much time still in the balance. Fnatic score their 9th round.
At least stop the bleeding. That was only a minor hemorrhage. Fnatic get it back on purpose, and look at that. Spam ng onte with the nade on top. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. And with the last 2 rounds remaining for this first half, if Fnatic clean this up 11-4, yeah, they're gonna have a field day on their defense because CT, well, much as they say Fnatic has the upper hand in terms of momentum, not the players that were expected to pop off has been popping off, but they came finding form back as he heard that he's not the top player to watch. Roido finds a knock sleeping on the A side. And that's beautiful to go entry, but just too much the flash, not enough. Mezzi finding another Apeks member sleeping on the floor. They have a problem with watching their backs right now. But still, possible catch off guard 2v2. This means that the A side is empty. They're gonna go for the plant. Mezzi's job here is to just play as a bait. But nah. 1v2 left to Afro. Open his hand. Fortunately, the smoke is not good, but still managed to get away with the jump. And has to contest very early here.
Oh my god! What?
And does not get second. Oh, the nicest tries have been called. One more round. Lucky for Apeks. Labored. Lots of kills going back and forth. Still, they get around.
It's going to be a true challenge now for both these teams. For Fnatic, it's a question of whether or not they can finally finish it off. Whether or not they can actually find a way through this kind of defense. On the other side, it's Apeks. The question for them being whether or not they can adapt to the playstyle that is brought before them. Because we've seen time and time again that they fall at their opponents so many times. JK and not getting 2 first kills over as soon as the round starts. And now Apeks questioning whether or not they should try to keep taking these fights. And Roy, he says yes. He finds Stickle. Nade's gonna be out as well. Oh, that's 3 versus 4. And there goes Roy. Goes way up, down on the docket. Kakanito is gone as well. Nock, I don't know what his plan is, but he is still here. Gonna wait for a response out the Fnatic. They jump right into his crosshair, but he's not able to connect. Kicks and elsewhere though. He does find Roig. Now Nock almost gonna die to the flames. Brought it down. The bomb's down as well. It's gonna be a 2v3. Nock finds Dexter on the other side. He might be hurt, but he's not dead. And now it's gonna be in a 1v3. Ezzy, great setup for this man. He sees what's coming on from the short side, but Kixan comes in with a perfect timing as well. It is 6-9, and that's gonna be the first half.
First half indeed. Nice. That's what I would say if I was Fnatic, but not what we expected since there were also some rounds na medyo natapon. Especially with the advantage that they have. But still, good start. Good damage control and quality as well from these rounds. Was just too immaculate. But Apeks left just dumbfounded, you know, scratching their heads. Kasi after the 6-0, yeah, they got their first round, but still, took them a really long while before finding 5 rounds more. And now, as we switch sides, seems like Fnatic, they know the map better and they plan to show that.
Short break now for both our teams. We ended on a 6-9 for Fnatic with, of course, the very real chance that Fnatic take this away. Apeks a little less real, but still possible. And the CT's eyes look like they're staring inside your soul.
Huh. If you're Apeks, how do you come back from this? Pull a Vertigo, possibly.
Yeah. Of course,
Wala
step number
fair.
1 is always get the pistol. Everything else follows from there as well.
Pero kung Fnatic ka dito, talagang you want to close this out really fast. Because you don't give Apeks time as well. Yes, you're warmed up. Yes, you're coming off of a win from the second map. Pero I think so far, with how they actually just managed to pull this off, it's going to be a bit more labored because may resistance pa from Apeks and they just need to make sure that they are still on their toes, they are still tingling on their feet, because that's going to be what they need. Just the sense of urgency and calmness mixed together to form the perfect balance to keep themselves in the game. As for Apeks though, siguro subukan na lang nila, because this is not going to be a pretty match if they want to still get the win. So pretty labored, pretty intense, hardworking is possibly the word for the day for these players. Tingnan lang natin kung paano nila i-apply yun, and well, as usual, pistol round, 3 minutes, at least 3 rounds. So Fnatic get the pistol, that's automatically up to 12. At least if nothing goes haywire. But hey, a round is all that matters here. Push the pistol, Josh.
Oh boy. The amount of pressure all on this one pistol. Who will move forward in the bracket and who drops down into last chance? It all begins here. Second half of the last map between Fnatic and Apeks here in ESL Pro League, and we're gonna be starting it off right now.
Frames just having the most insane reactions ever. Oh, that was one insane reaction as well. Almost threw the mouse down, but yeah, we go start. Fnatic on the CT side this time. Very, very different approach from how Apeks did it. Committal. Heavy committal into the B side as Apeks. They're trying to go into A. Mezzi gets one head. Going for more, gets two. Gets the third by Crims as they both go down to Kexan, and Kexan has to work a bit more raggedy just to get the C4, just to get the bomb. Don't get me wrong, the bomb is already on the site, but players wise, it's not really. Now two flanks are coming in. Dexter getting one. Sick all that's left remaining, and if we can get these two players who seems to not have a clue where he is, markings are there. But Afro just like I said, no biggie. First round, Fnatic inching ever closer to their win. Guarantees them possibly a second round because of the little damage that Apeks have done. So probably invest into it, get this round, and just get it over onto the third.
Oh my god! Mezzi deletes them on the way in.
Yeah.
Definitely not gonna be a good sign for Apeks because didn't even have a chance to fight back here in the pistol. Which means that, of course, Fnatic very well known for a good defending side. Not gonna be a surprise if they walk away with the victory after this. But here comes Afro. He knows something is afoot. Now comes in, but just with the pure numbers are able to get these kills. Roy though finds Casanito. Kakanito rather. Waiting for the fight to happen as the bomb is counting down. You have to find an alternative route into the site. Right now it's gonna depend on Dexter, who does find Stako. Makes it easier on the short side. The adjustment from Mezzi as well. And now it's Jaycon. All alone with nothing to say, nothing to fight, nothing to love. It's now 6-11 for Fnatic.
Did they invest in that round? I think no. So okay lang. That's at least consolation, no? Getting the plant.
Yeah, that's understandable. And honestly, a lot of the escape artists that we've seen, they get away with that kind of color. But today they did not.
Op brought out third round and the second half by Knock. They are getting desperate, and it seems like if they cannot make this work, if let's say Fnatic just managed to get quick 2 kills, no trades into Apeks, that's gonna be game time. Because so far, the way this is going, they are being pressed and they have no avenues. They can't even do the lyrics that Fnatic has been doing. The one where they can find impact off of. And now with Fnatic converging into the proper areas, using their utility timings to just get one. Roy and Crims open it up, kicks on the trade, but he's gone as well. Mezzi burning, but doesn't really matter. He has the SMG, can just run and mess the aim off Kakanito and Stiko while Knock holding up. Converging to the A side seems to be a best option with the op that they have, but Fnatic top of a niche. Rotation is easy. They can even go through mid. And all that's left here is to find the shots here for Fnatic.
Oh, I don't know how he finds that, but across the pillar. No, he gets denied. Just as Tico thought he could stick it. He's not gonna be able to put that bomb down. Kakanito and Knock. Now gonna be the 2v3 rather. Missed the shot. Mr. Knock will fall down onto the ground. It's Kakanito against the world. 1v3, the sound of the plant coming down. They come right over and they run him over. 6-12 now for Fnatic.
Knock like this, knock like this.
Knock.
Knock, who's there? Choking team. choking team who? Apeks, yes, after getting
Yes.
the first round of first game win, 16-5, facing a tough game in Inferno. The map pick they chose themselves, going to Ancient. Well, I think this is history because this is gonna be another eco. They get the plant, yes, but how much money is in the bag? Timeout has been called, Josh, and enough money. Pero they cannot put themselves in the cycle because Fnatic knocking on victory door and knocking on that playoffs contention spot.
Oh man, with every round that happens like this, they're stuck basically in a position where they have no choice. They cannot fight back. They don't have the money. They don't have the resources. They're just some broke CTs right now, asking for the help of the rest of the team to try and create that space that they need, but it hasn't been happening. And now we're gonna be changing it up once more. Fnatic pushing on through the smoke, pushing on, see if there's any kind of reaction. JK opens up onto Mr. Roy because that is a 1v3. Now they have to be careful about taking these fights because Messi will find Kazan. You have to be extremely careful here, Afro. The Buddha sees the body of JK and will come right on through with Kakanito's right there.
The timing!
What is going on? Grims turns away at the worst possible time, and now Kakanito finds
Possible.
Dexter. Gonna be Messi in a 1v2. They don't know where he is just yet, but all the utility have yet to be dropped as well. They don't have inventory of the bomb, and now he's able to eliminate one of them. However, the trade comes in almost immediately. NYC coming out on top.
Oh, labored round there for Apeks. Matikan pa, if only Afro hit the second shot here. Right after on moved up. So, yeah. So, quite a very hard predicament for Apeks. I mean, okay lang na naking nagagal si Krindle. I mean, that's still, look at the economy for Apeks. They are on their last buy. They got the up though. And Fnatic themselves are on an eco. Could go for a hero rifle. Possibly, there we go. And try to at least equalize things out because this has been staggered from Apeks. They are not winning straight rounds. They're just winning round trades. So, spell bad for them if they cannot get or manage to get the bomb down. So fast into the A side, going to mid, just trying to make sure na pick off sila. And that dink, juicy, I thought almost someone died, but that's how they're trying to play here. Fnatic,
Oh, Afro. Look at
it's
this
just a bit
angle.
too dangerous.
So
They're
dangerous.
expecting it.
So willing to take the risks that more often than not end up without reward. And now, push coming in from Knock to find Roy, creating that space over in mid. Now they are aware that there is going to be an attempt on push coming in from a different side of the map. Mr. Styko finds he finds Dexter just as the efforts being made to try and create that space, and now Messi as well. It truly is a game of divide and conquer right now because there's no way that Fnatic can even stay together. They keep falling one after one after one. Now it's gonna be a 2v5 down to the last one. Crims all alone knows that the fight is still raging right now. The bomb gonna be going down.
Oh, long
That's gonna
range.
depend on how they want to take this fight. He finds Kakanito, but Crimson or Jacob is already there.
First time in a while na hindi masyadong nahirapan yung Apeks on getting the kills. And I think that's something that speaks that this eco could have worked for Fnatic, but they just went a bit too eager getting killed through the smokes, getting banged the full things. But yeah, another full eco after first buying last round. This just gives them the leeway of getting 10 to 12 very, very easily Apeks unless Fnatic answers back on the next round. Nothing spent here, and just like that, 2 will go down thanks to the flash. Messi getting that one out. And this mid hold, well, let's say it's not working pretty good for them because they're just letting Apex warm up their economy even more, and they're just being left on a ticking time bomb where they need to find rounds quickly. So far, very arduous game mga kaibigan. Hirap lang talagang isipin na Fnatic lost on their map pick, won on Inferno picked by Apeks, and now to convert such a good lead into a bit of a misstatement for my side. It's very, very dangerous how they want to play this one out. So Apeks just sticking together, just knowing that in this point in time they do not like to go stack A. They'd rather play very much defaulty, just answering each other with crossfires and setups, but we'll see as we see the setup here.
There you go.
On B side, Prims.
Oh! Nozo was coming to try and take that fight, but now the eliminations coming one after the other. Dexter over in mid, aware of the danger that has been posed as well by Apeks. Bomb's gonna go down. JKM finds after it's gonna be Dexter, and he's just deleted off the map. Nice and quick.
Finally, Apex. Ito na sila. Fnatic lamang na nga nagpapahabol pa. 10-12 already in favor still of Fnatic, but 2 rounds separating the teams. And this close to the goal, Fnatic does not need to be messing around. They need to keep their head in the game because it's not about how much you lead, it's about how you finish in this map. Who will advance to that playoffs contention spot and who will go down to the last chance? Well, that's a trade. That's a trade. Messi getting 2, but boys over at Apex just being smart enough to deal with it. Another eco again on Fnatic. Not can't do anything here. Possibly an 11-12. As the 2 are looking poised to get a save out for Fnatic. Not even willing to give them the money.
Oh. You can't give them any kind of space because if Fnatic finally score a point, then that also means they can easily take another after another once they have that momentum back up. And now, Kixon, he finds a way onto the side. The bomb gonna be going down. Fnatic looking to save, so it's not gonna be much.
Not gonna be much. Truly. They can pick it up though, it would be a good consolation. Just too far though.
Oh!
Shots like that, JKM slowly going alive. You'd know how the situation's gonna go. Could be a reverse sweep, could be them just giving it the full 30 round experience, but who knows. Timeout has been called for Fnatic, third out of fourth, and they need to go back to the strategy box if they want to stay afloat, because one more round for the side of Apex and it's already a tie. We need to go for the buy though. Apex not too strapped for cash themselves. I mean, winning is pretty good, but you have to make sure that you're managing your economy pretty well. As we see, It's round number 24. How it's gonna play out? With typical Apex, just go mid A or B, or will Fnatic actually answer back this time now, using their own op. Gets the tag on 2. It does not get the kill though. Dexter goes down. They got them stuck here. In a main, has to go for the full rotate. But no, not rotating whatsoever. Mezzi still has a lot on his plate. Roy is gonna be burning alive. Onti lang naman, hindi pa rin yung smoke niya. Testing lang na ibang lugar tong mga players na Apex. Still,
Gotta be real
man
careful, man.
advantage.
An advantage, one wrong position means that everything will unravel here, especially since most, if not all of them, have been hurt already. One less bullet to throw in their direction. But it does come down to it, but Kixan will find Crims on the way inside in response, though so many people watching B to the point we're in. Have to worry about it. Now, Mezzi, Roy, finding one each, reducing the number of people that they have to worry about and deal with here. As everything comes to a close, bomb gonna be going down. Afro still finding an angle over in mid, aware that there may be somebody in here, but has yet to show its face. Of course, with this being 11 to 12, we're on the verge of Apeks taking it away from Fnatic unless they can finally answer back. The Afro finds JK with a singular shot coming in from the gun himself. A defuse begins. No way! No! Oh! They get away with the ninja defuse!
Well, if Fnatic ever seems counted out, you do not count out Fnatic because their hashtag is always Fnatic and they will always find a way. Ganda nga lang ng mga shots dito ni Afro. Knew that that angle was a problem spot. Had to take care of themselves, and he actually did with 2 people. Defuse though, kudos to Fnatic for sticking in that one. Knowing that they'd like to just play it very far in a row. Roy finds Kixan already. Not even 20 seconds into the game. And there's already a disadvantage.
God. Roy, look at this angle. Waiting for the right time to strike. He knows that somebody's gonna be coming up right in his face, and he knows his Tico's right there. Crazy in the shot from Afro as well to get rid of JKM. 2v5. Apeks scrambled across the map, scattered, fractured. They don't know where to look. They don't know where to go. They're getting shot at. They're getting utility thrown in their face as well. Look at this. Now, one of the best setups you could even ask for right now is Kakanito slowly pushing his way forward into Cheetah. Look at this angle from Mezzi. Dexter turns around, finds Kakanito. Knock. Now gonna be the last man standing. And not gonna be able to connect on to anything there. You're standing at round number 14 for Fnatic.
Timeout has to be used. Now, how do you stop this kind of just cheeky plays, no? Apeks has to be wondering as well.
Double up. That's the answer, man. This is where the protocols of the team as a team start showing up, because you've been brought down to the test, and now it really does depend on the teamwork, because now you can't cheese anything. You've run out of timeouts. Coach is not going to be able to help you at this point. Now it's a true test of the players, and Fnatic are so close.
They can almost feel it, but not to get excited for Fnatic. Pero this is the same way They won last game.
Yeah. Up and close. Nice and personal. What?
What was that?
What are you? What?
What was smoking?
What?
It was smoking.
It was. It makes you wonder what? Anyway,
Ridiculous.
moving on.
Maybe a bug. We don't really know.
Maybe a bug, some sort of visual. Something, I don't know, man, but he stopped it from smoking out. Now Apex
hazard,
slowing
maybe.
it down to a crawl. So wait for the right time to strike. Flash is gonna be coming on and the smokes as well. Ready for the setup. Crims will fall at the hands of Kixan, but Afro is there for a kill as well. They're all out for blood. 3v4. Apex. Nice and clean. Mezzi, aware that it's just a distraction on the other side, he will be rotating over. But now, they have yet to commit.
Still clock ticking. Stico gets the headshot. And now asks some questions on this operator player Afro. Alone in 1v2. Has the cross. They're trying to jiggle it, but still enough to get the plant down. Yes. And they get out safely. If he gets the shot, that's possible. He can go for the secondary.
No way.
And Stico knows he's fearing for his life. I have to play this one very, very smartly.
Time. He has to commit. Afro waiting out the reaction.
Ooh.
Find the shot on the Stako, and he has so much time. That's match point for Fnatic.
Could have played that one a bit better and extend the life of Apeks, but Afro, the damage done to Apeks was just enough. It was reliant on whether he would find this specific pick onto knock or not. So Stico, I think that point just use him as a meat shield. Playing around with the coach a bit there. And look at the buy. 3 Galils. Not enough utility. And Kixan being taga felt. Oh, this is bad for him.
It's quite possibly very over right now. Some tag damage onto Kixan. Mezzi gets the information over on one side. The pressure is on. Kakanito walking on through with Crims on the side. Does not find the shot, but he does. He opens up, but Dexter's right there. The trade is almost instantaneous right now as Kixan and the rest of Apex have lost all the land that they've already created. The real estate is gone. The land has been grabbed. It's now Camellia Homes. But now, it's 3v4. We don't know where it's going to be going now from here for Apex. They have to decide where they're going to be going. Mezzi. Great
They
spot
don't
to
know
create
about Mezzi.
space. They don't know. You can get so much information out of this. Sprays down onto one. Finds the bomb. Does not get the second. But Dex is already here. Stops. The push coming
Ooh,
in. from
damage!
GK. And Roy trying to find it on the other side of the pillar. Almost stopped the plant, but it's not going to be enough. Knock down to 7 HP. It's going to be Kixan and knock against the world. Roy going to be chased down, sprayed down with a
1 and
singular
7.
magazine. 1 and 7 HP Dexter against the world, but not get the shot in slow 15. They extend the series still.
What a round from Apex. I mean, this, if Mezzi landed that, if he can only just back off from the angle, no? Could have ended it right then and there. But not going crazy. Damage is there for him. 2 kills as well. Now, this is a 13-15 if I ever seen one, because Afro, not the buy that you wanted to invest in this one after going down so easily. And I think that was an op mata yung nakuha niya. Mezzi, not good as well as Roy. Vince goes down, and Dexter, the only one remaining, not landing his shots. Crucial round for Apex. They don't really care about the economy anymore. Kasi it's only going to apply to Fnatic. So, just buy whatever you need. Use all the utility you can buy. And guys, let's just take this one at a time. Get us to OT. And just make sure that we get our rounds cleanly. But full rifle round here for Fnatic. Not enough utility on two players, Afro and Roy, so they're gonna have to play this one aggressively. Walking down mid, possibly finding the tag, and there we go. Roy with one. Krebs assisting. Kexan on the trade. But Krebs is there as well. 3v4 now. Apex on the back foot. Kakanito.
Oh my God!
They heard him through the hit of that grenade.
Now,
And now it's over. Almost over.
it is counting down. It's getting claustrophobic, man. Stick one knock. And a 2v4. No space granted. No land given. No chances given either. Now Messi knows that there's gonna be presence over inside of the smoke. So he's trying to take a chance. But Steko opens it up onto Messi. Reducing the number of enemies they have to worry about here. Bomb's gonna go down. Timing already. Afro coming in from main. He finds one. It's gonna be knocked down to 5 HP in a 1v1. Grim's on one side, but the op is in the hands of Knock. One singular shot could change the course of history right now. Trying to find the right timing, trying to find a way. The mind games begin right here, but Knock is not gonna be able to get it. It's now over. Fnatic win the series.
Just a bit more labor than we expected, no? Pero at least they got it in the end. The Apex put up a good fight. Kinulang lang talaga in the last two maps. And after that insane lead in the first half, Fnatic was expected to close. So far, so good for them. They qualify into the playoffs. Not really sure which kind of they qualify into group third place. So they qualify into playoffs round 1. Yeah, round 1. So
Yeah,
still,
they make it.
they make it. They're gonna play against another last chance winner from another group. So okay lang. Okay lang sa, I guess, Apex. Parehas lang din naman sila nalalandigan kung yung Apex din mananalo dito or mananalo sa last chance. So well played from Fnatic. Slowly ramping
Well, you
up,
know what they
just
say,
giving away their Vertigo for free and saying we got you guys in the 2 and 3 map. So yeah, well played. Apex though, kailangan pa nila ng konting practice, kailangan pa nila ng konting decision making kasi minsan nadadali lang talaga sila doon. Kaya lamang catch off guard pero minsan hindi nag-work off sa kanila yung ganong playstyle. Some players need to pop off some more. Consistency is an issue. And we've seen this before from their game against Navi. And we saw how that got exploited. And now, exploited again by Fnatic, who just gave us a scare in the first map. Pero okay lang. Bounce back. Map 2, map 3. Cleanly.
Yeah. And that's gonna be it. Fnatic walking away with the victory after a hard labored match. Of course, that's gonna be ESL Pro League Season 18. It's me, Just here with L. We have one more series coming right at you, but we're gonna be going to a break before that. See you guys in a bit.